it's not the end of your arc, Ruko. You still have things to do.
I challenge any viewer to say anything about who Ruko is. I dare you. I don't know. It's just been weird.
Ruko has incredible insecurities that doesn't allow him to see his own self-worth, and he wants to focus on other people's problems instead of his own, so he hyper-focuses on them. And then he's not really sure how to handle it.
That's true.
Look at that.
I don't know. I just feel like it's not made a very clear impression, or like I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's made a clear impression. Oh yeah, you nerd, loser. That's these are very strong impressions.
You have more brother issues than I do, and I thought I had it bad. Like,
even just the mention of his name makes him spiral, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a casual conversation.
Anyways, a little spicy. Anyway, hi. Are we
delicious?
Are we on the
Hello, hi. We're on the internet. Welcome to Wildfolk.
Oh God, hi.
Oh, there's a 3. Is it 93 or 103? Give me a second.
It's 103.
That might be right. It sounds like it.
It's a 101.
I'm gonna lock you in a room with your brother until you get your issues sorted.
No, he'll be too perfect to blind me.
Last we left off, you guys had essentially finished your mission at the Twin Mirror Lake. You've gone in, you have freed Somnum, you've recovered Tex's totems. Tex now has almost all of his power back. He's essentially still missing 2/3 of the Tiger Totem. It's a very big and important time for Tex. He's going through a lot, and he's not here. So we're going to have to just pretend.
We have cocooned him currently so that he doesn't go on a rampage.
Perfect.
He's currently going through like a metamorphosis into a beautiful, I don't know, monster.
Yeah. I think you're kind of right, though. So, like, there are things that if Tex was actually conscious, he would for sure be doing right now, and I think we need a diegetic reason that he's not doing those things. So I think what it is as the adrenaline comes down from this fight, and as the totems continue to just course through him, he does literally actually kind of drop unconscious, and you can see that there's kind of a glowing green light coming through his eyes when they occasionally blink open. You can see his veins are kind of like popped out, and there's a faint glow under the dark skin. He seems to be not in pain, but almost as if like having a very active dream as the power kind of surges through him and he recovers who he once was.
As his personal demons get married.
Yeah, true. And also out of character, congratulations to Treat and Philo. They're getting married, not quite as we speak, but pretty close, like 24 hours ago.
Happy Mary!
Congratulations!
Yeah!
They're gay.
And
they're so gay.
His personal demons are kissing. That's in-game what I'm thinking. Here we go.
True.
I put Tex's unconscious form in Prickle Biscuit's backup basket. Say that.
Oh God.
Say that. Say that. Prickle Biscuit's backup basket.
Yep.
Prickle biscuit back.
Prickle biscuit backup basket.
In addition, you have... Oh, just a second. One moment.
Prickle biscuit back. Oh fuck.
Prickle Biscuit's backup basket.
Okay, just as a heads up, we do have a storm coming through. There is a chance that I and or Eli might disappear if we are swept away by a tornado. But that's probably not going to happen because God is a cuck and he would not dream of touching me.
Oh boy.
I touchy.
Am I a default next DM? I'm gonna take this power.
Yes. Oh my God, please DM a campaign.
Oh wait, but then we wouldn't be streaming.
I can stream. No, I stream multiple campaigns where I'm not the DM. I can
do
that.
No. If you get sucked into the sky by the weird suck
I see what you're
things
saying. You're talking about this
very
second. You're talking about tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see his power in a coup.
We can maybe record it, something like that.
Let's record it.
I'll start recording.
So
Awesome.
anyway, there is that fair warning in about 30
Chat
minutes when it's
says
supposed to land.
Chat says Ruko is cute.
True. That is
true.
That is a fact.
You're also wrong.
Let's see what else. So
you're wrong.
With
you can be cute and a little fucking weirdo.
So true. True words have never been spoken. In fact, I think it might be a prerequisite.
So sorry. What's the real lore?
The real lore. Now that Somnum has been freed from his service to Cyrillin, he was essentially responsible for maintaining the maddening, and he has told you at least that it should be gone. He didn't say if it's going to be like an instantaneous snap of the finger thing or if there's like a recovery time, but as far as you know, you just stopped the maddening, which means Asha theoretically should be better. All of the Spirit Weavers that you found in Zulakara that were kind of passed out in the permanent dream state comas are presumably going to be better now. You guys are making your way back to Regalwater to see if any of that is true, but if that's true, you have just essentially reinvigorated the entire Spirit Weaver movement across all of the wildlands.
Oh boy.
As part of the negotiations and the battle, you also learned that Cyrillin has Manethrin in essentially a stasis state under the Temple to Baelus in Cyrillin in secret. They were using her as leverage for a lot of these daemons because of the pacts that she had made with them to ensure that they would have to not harm the Cyrillil agents because they would harm Manethrin if that happened. And they had sworn oaths to not harm Manethrin. Because we had a late start, people were getting home from work. Frisk told me that I should have a token for Lucian in this current state. You guys have him at your mercy. And so there it is. I don't know if we can show that on Twitch, but here it is. Let's see what else. You do have Lucian. He is completely bound, gagged, fingers tied, just in case he has spell casting. You found all of the things that were on his person, including some escape scrolls. And as you were deciding what to do next, you heard... you haven't heard anything, sorry. Somebody, I believe Tex and maybe Athan noticed that Lucian was looking around like he was expecting backup. He's expecting help to arrive. And so you've decided...
We need to get out of here.
Move. Yep.
Yeah. Seeing tied up, I'm like, howdy, mister. I can fix you. You're fine.
Oh, how the tables have turned. It was not too long ago that you were in a pillory about to be executed by Sunfire by this time.
Sure was. It was horrible.
Yep.
Do you want to execute him now?
I get very concerned for all of the people around me in that situation. When I'm about to be burned at the pillory, all of them need some help. All of them really, really need some help. Who comes to watch this shit? Who does this shit?
Bored people.
I was gonna say, you were there, you saw it firsthand. The vibe you got is that it was a very solemn event. It happened in Blimidil, in the capital city. They are actively, maybe not actively, they were quietly opposed to Cyrillin's overarching, what is the word I'm looking for? The rulership, their vassal state. They don't like the oppressors, but still they come around to gather and watch because it's a spectacle, but none of them were there like cheering it on, except for, maybe a couple of Cyrillil assholes themselves. They were there to see it because it is a somber and bad thing. They were not witnessing it out of like enjoyment.
They were there to be with you.
The people closest to me really need some help, like the executioner, the judge, the blah blah. Yeah, this bastard.
True. And of course, your much cooler and more competent brother did show up and save the day. So, you guys begin to trek back towards the coast. I'll double check. I think it's going to say, I think it's like a day's march back there. So you guys have a way to speed it up. Checking.
If there is a river, I have boats.
There is for sure a river. You guys.
I don't think it's going the right direction.
Right.
Though.
So the issue here is this major river here comes down from the mountains, and you can take it for like this first step. So this first step, we'll call it, instead of a day's travel, it's like 2 hours travel by river. The problem there is that then it veers west towards the actual capital city of Cyrillin, towards the Holy Criscus. If you were to continue taking this river, you would go to the capital, and I don't know if you want to deliver Lucian to the capital.
No, so I think we can make haste using the bits of swan boats I have, and then leave the swan boats and make go on foot the rest of the way.
Okay,
that sound good?
Amazing.
You just have boats?
Swan boats,
like in your pocket or your stomach?
They're arrows, actually. You shoot them into the water and they poof into giant swan boats.
Does it got bugs? Skikedas?
No.
Is it magic that just activates when it gets wet, or
when they make impact?
Oh my god, it's like one of those dinosaur things, the little pills that the dinosaurs.
You also have to activate it with a key phrase first before you actually shoot it.
Wait, could you like throw it at somebody and then when it hits them, it turns into a boat?
Unfortunately, not. I wish it worked that way.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. What if you hit them in the mouth and it's wet?
Right?
I
don't think the wetness.
Perfectly timed.
Yeah, I don't think the
eat
wetness is the issue here.
Like, how much water does it take to count as a body of water?
Our
I mean, there's a
bodies are
body.
mostly water.
Yeah, there's a body and there's water.
So if you eat
obviously.
it, yeah, I
think that works. That's gotta work, right?
I hate it. I don't like that at all.
We're doing this for violence.
Oh,
though.
there's our tokens.
I know. I hate it. I don't like that at all.
Boat.
Boat.
All right.
All right, I got some
Here you go.
teleportation spells though.
These
Look
are
at that.
yeah. How many people can you teleport? So
well,
strike
maybe
weirdly. Strike from a ranged weapon can only when shot into a large body of water.
Large body of water. Okay.
That's a lake or a
Okay.
broad river. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, Kibble. It carries up to 32 medium creatures or 8 large creatures.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
I have 3 of these.
It's a very big boat.
I don't know where my spirit siphoning stuff is.
Well, I heard we were gonna be in the place of water, so I figured we might need emergency boats.
Makes sense. If we fall off, get close to me. I can make it so you can breathe water for 1 hour.
That's great.
Really?
That's actually
Yep.
pretty good.
It was pretty
Can we
good.
use that when we're back?
I mean, I
That's
don't
cool.
need to breathe, but this is great for everyone else. The majority of you need to breathe.
True.
If I cast wall of water on a big bunch of people, and then you cast your boat thing, does that count as a large body of water?
I don't think so.
Oh,
That's hardly a
okay.
puddle.
Anyway, yeah, well, a wall of water.
Though, if they were standing in a large body of water and you somehow raised that above them, then it was connected, I'd say it was still a part of
I'd
the
say-
body of water.
Gravity.
Does your boat thing say a large river?
It says here, such as a lake or broad river.
Broad river. Okay,
Broad.
yeah. I don't think that 60 by 10 by 5, even laid sideways, constitutes a broad river. That's a pretty,
What? That's a fat river.
that's a pretty mid river. 10 feet wide
Oh,
is
come
not
on.
that big. It's
What do you mean?
it's big, but
It's
I
not
would
that
That's the
call it-
big.
biggest river I have in real
Well,
life.
yeah, but you're in Minnesota, where they don't
Yeah.
have water.
But that makes an impressive river, don't it?
I'm thinking of
It's all
like,
perspective.
even like the White River. That's probably a good couple hundred feet across. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't even call that a broad river. I'd call that just a river.
I think
We
it
have,
just
like, a
wants a boat to be able
Massive
to
bridge
transit.
over that in my hometown, and it's pretty wide.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's meant to make a boat float, you know? Like a transitable, whatever you call it.
It has
Navigable
a-
river. There we go.
It has a speed of 50 feet, I
was gonna
guess.
say, a boat that can carry 30-something people is going to be too big for a 10-foot or
Yeah, how-
5-foot deep river.
How big is a swan boat even? Like, could you imagine? This is shaped like a swan-shaped boat capable of carrying. Okay, I'm imagining those
Swan?
Viking longboats,
Oh, yeah.
but there's like a swan on the front instead of like a whatever.
Oh, cool.
You know them dragon boats.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That makes sense. It's more like a swan ship than a swan boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
You know,
what separates a ship from a boat? I guess I have no clue.
I think just the words.
No.
It's
Oh
the
my
word.
God. I knew this one. I knew this one at one point, and I always forget it. There is an important difference. I want to say... Oh, fuck. Hang on. This drives me crazy. I know I've looked this up so many times. I want to say that a ship is... It can't be carried on another vessel. It's like too big to be carried on another vessel. Let me guess that. Let me do.
I thought you were saying swamp this whole time. Which I was like, yeah, we in the swamp, sort of.
Swan boat.
Close enough.
I lied. There's no hard distinction.
Swan boat.
It's like mountain and hill, or it's just size.
Have you guys actually seen a swan?
Did,
or a
did you
goose?
not see the National Maritime Historical Society?
you?
There's if there's a function on the deck, then it's a boat. If it's below the deck, it's a ship.
Interesting.
Whoa. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
Ah,
Right. So if you got like a big ship, there's a top deck and people down below doing the oars or like the cannons. You got like 2 layers, then it's a ship. I like that.
Okay.
Feels a good distinction. But
Oh,
they
well-
make like little fishing boats that have a below deck.
Well,
I
then it's a
suppose.
ship.
Fair.
What if it's a boat if you have to row it? But then again, there are ships that you row.
Yeah, galleys are huge, and those are definitely ships.
The
Anyway,
ship got 2 layers like a cake.
dichotomy aside, you guys are able to cruise on this, frankly, enormous ship down the river for the first couple of hours. Let me check the time. I want to say that you guys are pushing about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Subtract one of these then.
2 hours go by. That puts it like 6:30 in the afternoon. The sun is getting low, but not quite going down. It's still summer.
Good God. We're still fucking sleepy.
Yeah.
The worst thing is that the only way I can get in contact after this big revelation of the maddening being gone is that I have to sleep to do my best form of conversation. So,
Oh my God.
oh God, how do I sleep right now? Sketch, help.
Keep talking. Sorry. Keep going.
Sorry.
Oh, you need to go to sleep? Let me see if I have anything for that. What magic-wise? I don't think I do. Can I prepare it? Maybe. I do not know the spells in the system.
Me either. I'm too tired to think. What
That's okay.
can I do? I can get a... no, I don't want to be hit. We'll get to it. For now, we're in danger. Yes? There's people coming.
Yeah, we do need to get going. Yep. Like, pretty urgently? Lucian's looking around like he sees
we have been...
someone.
We're already moving. He's
We're already
on my
going?
shoulder.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah, we're
okay,
heading
good,
this
good. Oh, we're on
direction.
we're on the boat.
Yeah, we are on the boat. Don't worry.
Also,
Just keep your eyes out and rest.
there's this fruit in Blemudel. Sketch later. If you can make the weird thing you did with the banana thing with the health.
Yeah, I can do that.
You know the thing you do. There's one that they use for sleepy time. Yeah, it's a tea or like a fruit or a smoothie, and it knocks you the heck out. I wonder if it works. Later.
Maybe, but I would be making a fresh thing, and we can't really dry it because you have to eat it within a day, or it just kind of goes away. We'll figure something out. That does sound good, though.
There's big things that just happened. Oh my God.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when you get there? Do you know? Are you still thinking about it? I mean, I get if you're still thinking about it.
With the wolf.
Yeah.
Well, first I'm going to have to explain myself really well, because we've got one of the most dangerous, recognizable Cyrillian agents in our custody. Which is kind of cool, but also, why is my brother not here? He should be... Oh God. I wish I could find him first and give him... No? Like, give him the
Did
prison.
you not send him a message?
That's the thing, I have to sleep first, I think. Oh, jeez. To send messages in my dreams, I could send it over to him. And he's gonna send me some stuff, because we've been interrogating, what's her face?
Aradia.
Yeah, she's
Okay, yeah.
willingly sharing everything, I think.
True, and we still have
So
a giant red dragonborn. Like, he's he tied up somewhere.
He's a
in
white
bad time.
dragonborn.
Red
His
was
name is-
evil. It was
His name is just
metaphoric.
the Red.
Yeah, him. He was white, sure.
The Jacques, yeah.
The Jacques. Ugh. I want to check on his son. He's probably having a good time. Anyway.
I'd like you to focus, please.
I cannot. I really can't. I'm so nervous right now.
Okay.
We have. He just points at Lucian.
Deep breaths. The more you talk, the more he hears. So shut the fuck up, yeah?
I'm still able to say what I wish to say. He says with surprising, like, straightness of back in it.
Okay, then what do you want to say?
Everything I just said. I didn't
Okay.
reveal anything. Well, anything consequential.
I
Unless he
have
wants
to
know about
remind you
secret
that we're
fruits.
not safe yet, yeah? We're still on the run.
Yeah.
There's still a chance for him to escape. No, not
Okay.
mention any more names.
All right. He looks around the group, and everyone's making him nervous except for Foster. So he goes to his next Foster, and it seems to calm him down. Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
How's it going?
This is the worst and the best, but the worst, is stressful.
You're giving that energy. I understand that.
Okay, well, Do you do like a meditation thing? Like, do you chill somehow? How do you calm your I want to say nerves, but is that rude?
I can't believe you would say that to me.
He laughs. He thinks it's a joke. Hopefully. Oh god.
I don't know. I guess I tend to run pretty chill just on the whole. I don't meditate or anything. I don't know. I guess every now and then I try to focus on my feet on the ground. Just be where I'm at.
True. See, the thing I learned a while back was that nervous people, as you've probably learned, do have a form of meditation you could do by walking, by being. It's active peace. Like, oh god. Okay.
This conversation about peace is really stressing you out.
It sure is. Because I can't quite feel it right now. It's bothering me.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. I know it's like a lot right now, but I mean, we figured everything else out until this point. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we just gotta get away. Be safe. Take him where he's, in the hands of others. All this stuff. Hey, I've got a big catalog of things I've been wanting to show you in Blemadil. Plant-wise. I'll bring that up later. It'll be really fun. Okay.
Oh, that sounds great. I'd love to.
Yeah. I notice there's a bunch of little boggy places in little nooks and crannies in other places, but these things could grow quite well down south. Okay. Well, we'll continue. I'd like to show you.
I would like that very much.
Ruko visibly looks like he's slowly calming down minute by minute, but yeah, we're good. Everything's good.
Ruko, you feel a sense of peace kind of wash over you. You can feel the rocking of the water. You can feel the wood creaking of the ship. Even a construct of magic, it imitates the nature that it has been carved from. Let me get a will save.
Why? Hey.
You feel the wind grow a little bit colder around you. You feel the crickets go quiet. You look to the shore and you see some sort of carrion bird eating the remains of some small creature. You swear that in the distance you can hear the sound of hollow bones rattling against each other like a familiar sound, but one you haven't heard in many, many years. Like the sound of a wind chime made from rib bone. One of dozens that you know litter the abode of Asha, or at least did when she was at her prime. You can hear wind blowing over the tops of open reeds like enormous pan flutes, or a derelict organ carved from rot and swamp. Another fixture that she had in her backyard. Her hut was always a place of noise, of turning the wind into this eerie cacophony, this never-ending symphony of eerie noises. And you feel all of those noises creeping at the edges of your mind, if not necessarily your real senses. On a 24, do you fight that, or do you let it in?
Oh, the chaos is familiar right now. And it's her chaos, which is a lot of fun, usually. Unless I get heckin' whacked or something. Oh, God. Yes, I let it in.
Foster, you watch as crawling over the edge of this swan boat is this, like, it looks like a gecko or a lizard at first, something not terribly unusual, but it does seem to be crawling towards Ruko with intent, and as it gets closer, you can see that it is only about half living. It looks to be kind of bloated on the other side. It has been picked clean by minnows over some period of time. It must have died and fallen in, or possibly been taken in and drowned. It's not entirely clear. but this half-dead, bloated, waterlogged gecko is crawling its way over to Ruko. Ruko, you also see this, and it starts to essentially climb up onto the leg of your pants and sit on your knee and look at you, unless you do anything about it, either of you.
It looks fucked up, so immediately I'm gonna try to do this. Hi, little guy. That's what he starts to do, but it leaves a big opening for watching for Foster as well.
No, wait.
It starts talking.
It starts
I do
talking.
wait.
Oh.
Hi. Ruko.
Oh, you look nasty.
Listen, this is the best I can do. I just woke up. I feel like death.
What was that?
Okay, did you do this? Everybody's waking up. Did you do this?
I did the waking.
You did the waking.
I did.
Where are you?
In a really fucked up situation.
No. I need coordinates. I need precise coordinates.
I'm saying this to buffer my thinkings. We're near the Joteloch, the big lake, and we're leaving now.
Out of character, you know that you're off by a bit. You're at the Twin Mirror Lakes, but you're over here.
Yes, no, east of Joteloch, Twin Mirror Lakes. That way. West.
Sketch, give me a survival check.
You know.
You
know where west. You know where directions are.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Anybody that wants to, that is good at like navigation, can give me a survival check or a relevant navigation check.
I feel like I got it in me to do a survival too. Let's see.
Yeah.
I can survive, I hope.
That's so fitting.
Beast.
Here, follow me. I think this probably be better.
Gets whacked by a weeping willow branch. Just.
I'm just going to put one hand on top of Ruko's head and just rest it there. just a comforting weight.
That actually does wonders.
I don't know if Sketch thinks of himself as a good navigator. I think probably compared to a lot of people in Zulakar, you were middle of the pack. You're trained. You're about as good as anyone else, but you weren't usually the one chosen to do it. Out here, from everybody else's perspective, Sketch has an uncanny ability to understand where he is and where he has been. He is from an environment where you relearn the geography with every step that you take. You must constantly be aware of the land around you and the way to find back, because there are no permanent landmarks. There are not even permanent geographical features. You have to always count your steps and know which direction the sun is setting in. And when Sketch is able to rattle off, we've traveled exactly 3.7 miles north from the Twin Mirror Lakes at about a 5-degree northwest angle, that sounds like crazy talk to most of you, but for Sketch it just feels like second nature to have kept track of the journey like that. And this
Do you guys not do that?
It's very impressive. It makes sense considering the place you're from.
Yeah, I guess that's probably why I do that.
Wait,
It's constantly changing, so if you don't keep track of where you've been and where you're going, it's
You haven't been home in a very long time too, so it must be like ingrained in your people.
I mean, I've been affected by it since I was born, so
Second nature at this point.
Yeah.
So you can just learn this place once and know where you're going? That's amazing. I can't even learn it once sometimes.
Still impressive.
Very impressive.
I don't know if I could draw a map perfectly or anything, but maybe.
Photography is different.
I need to freak myself out with spirits or hear some stories, or that's how I learn about places. You know?
Could you just talk
that
to
makes
trees
sense,
and
having
ask?
points of interest. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I need a bunch of those.
Easier for some people. I didn't really get to keep those because they would go away.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you got to learn the one thing real quick. Oh, that's kind of cool.
If you found something really pretty, you'd have to enjoy it while it lasted.
It's also kind of sad.
It is, but Are our memories are what we keep, right? So I don't know.
Foster said something about flowers like that. No? I think you did. It was a big one. It's like only gonna bloom for a bit.
The lizard.
Oh, right, the talking lizard.
Oh god.
The lizard kind of listens in on all of this, and then you
Can't believe Athen is the one who constantly has to get people on point.
I have a half
You
undead
ADHD
lizard
fucks,
on me.
could you please pay attention?
It's so funny you say that, because I think the lizard is like, oh, but one of the beautiful things about Zulukar is that even though things are always going away, there's always a new thing around the corner. The beautiful things of the past do fade, but we can always look forward to the new one that's going to... And you, like, fully just gets lost in this conversation.
He's also ADHD.
Yeah.
The only reasonable fellow.
Yeah.
Ethan, the lizard is healing us.
Lizard, we are here. Things in pursuit of us.
And when Nathan chimes in, she's like, oh, right, limited time. Okay. Do you see any, like, big, obvious landmarks around you? Things that could be easily spotted from far away? And you guys can all give me just a perception check here.
Okay.
Or survival, but perception is probably better.
Yeah. Another 22.
Here, you can lie to me.
Excellent. With those rolls, I think you all just kind of immediately lock onto the same thing at once. About, I don't know, a mile and a half off the riverbank, there is a hill that is kind of taller than the rest. And at the top of the hill, there's this enormous, it looks like an oak tree, but the leaves are all this like brilliant blue with little red fringes around the edges. It stands out like an eyesore. You couldn't possibly miss it, and it's the only one that you can really see around here.
Can we point the lizard to it?
You point the lizard to it, and say, yeah.
Are you colorblind?
You look at its eyes, you can see, first of all, it's fully missing one of its eyes. Like, half of its face is rotted off, and you can see bone underneath. The other eye is this kind of, like, horrible, bloated, like, jet black, like a little tapioca ball in a boba tea. Yeah, it's not great to look at. And it seems to not be focused at all. You imagine that this thing is probably not capable of vision.
There's a giant hill to the east, and it's quite recognizable.
Big hill to the east. Okay, got it. Just big hill?
Red.
It was blue and red, right?
Blue and red, big hill to the east. Okay. Can you guys get
Blue
there?
flower, red bone.
Should we park the boat to the coast or something? What do you want? Keep going.
You can. Is the boat important to you?
Also, no. Who is this, by the way?
Hi.
Before we could do this.
Hello. You're talking to presumably some sort of small rodent or bug or animal or something like that.
It is a undead-looking lizard.
You're a gross-looking gecko.
Lizard. That's fun. But no.
You're nasty.
My name is Asha. This is not my real voice. This is the lizard's voice.
You sound kind of
Nice
cute, like a mute when
to
it's
meet
scream.
you, Asha.
Hello. It's gonna be nice to meet you when I actually meet you. This is just a messenger.
Yes, Ruko knows you.
Yes. Ruko's...
Could you say something to Ruko that only Ruko knows?
Do you remember that one time at the mud baths when we were trying to learn how to do control of Earth? And there was more sand than you really accounted for. And you ended up halfway across the pond.
Yeah, I'd rather not, but
I can
yes,
describe it in full
I do.
detail if you need
No,
more
you
verification.
could.
I think I do. I just to be safe.
No, I think it's fine. I remember very well.
This is who they say they are?
I think so. To know that was
Okay, then.
Okay.
What to do?
Running out of time. Can you leave the boat behind? Are you in immediate danger?
Immediate danger? There's no one visibly following us, but we believe there's someone on the way. And yes, the boat can be abandoned.
Okay, how many
and we have
people
a
are
prisoner.
there? You have a prisoner.
Yeah.
That might be a problem. You know what?
Do you know Lucian? Yeah.
Lucian, like
The
the
wolf?
White Wolf.
Yeah, things have been happening.
Ruka, do you have Lucian Remus as a prisoner right now?
I sure do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
If you have places that can protect us from scrying, that would be great.
Not here, but yeah, we're going to try to get you back as soon as we can. But if you have a prisoner, that makes it much harder. Go to the tree, get there as fast as you can.
Would it be easier if we knock him out?
It doesn't matter as long as you as long as you can drag him or whatever.
All right, just drag him.
A tree?
Yeah, go meet by that. You said blue and red tree on a hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a special tree.
Hot or cold? Which are you better equipped to deal with? Hot or cold?
Hot.
Got it. Okay. Get to the tree, and if you get there before me, get ready to be very hot for a short time.
Why?
Well, in order to do this with a prisoner, we're gonna have to, and then the lizard explodes.
Oh God. Oh God.
Wildfolk comes to look it up.
Oh, gross.
Dock?
Pushes the gristle to
Get
toward Wildfolk.
dock near the hill, and then I push the ship off so it continues sailing without us.
Okay, excellent. Good to know. The ship is so huge. I assume that when you push it off, it like magically starts going in that direction. There's no way this thing is going.
It is like it moves magically.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Good.
It says like it moves 50 feet. I don't think it doesn't mention any oars or anything, so I don't assume it's just moving itself.
Yeah, I assume you're probably right. There's it's gotta be. And then you begin to trek over to this tree. Let me get the world's easiest survival check from anyone. Don't all nat one.
So why would you say that out loud?
Yeah.
The people for this.
Okay, you're good. Maybe because you're towing a prisoner, maybe 25 minute hike up this hill. And eventually you arrive at the top where you have a pretty commanding view. To the west, the open plains and light forests and river carving its way west into Cyrillin. And then to the east, just a wall of mountains as you reach I forget the name of this mountain range, the range overlooking the Jodalak.
You mind if I use Ant Hall?
Absolutely, go for it.
To just help carry him.
Excellent, perfect. He's a big man. I know that it's like kind of hard to tell from the tokens. He's like a good 7 something. So I don't think anyone here is like super strong. So that probably is actually quite necessary. You get the impression from him that he would kind of just come along with you, except that you've fully hog-tied him. Like there is simply no way that he can move any of his limbs, and so he must be carried. So yeah, the ant hole helps a lot. You arrive at this tree. Everything is kind of quiet. You can hear birds kind of chirping in the distance. The sun is getting very low now. You probably have about, 30 minutes till sunset. What do you do?
Haul ass. I wait to become really hot, like big muscles, and taller.
You haul ass, and you do arrive at the tree. There's no sign of anybody at the tree.
Do not have to be taller or have many muscles to be hot.
Hey, Foster.
What's up?
Yeah. Sorry, Fetch. Anyway.
No, go ahead.
Is this a special tree? Is this a cool tree?
Is this a cool tree?
Yeah, give me a nature check or a plant lore check or something.
As it seems like a cool tree.
Or like a mystical one. There's cool spirits around. I have not the moment to. I'm too focused.
I'm also here and curious about the tree now.
Excellent. You can also give me a nature check.
Okay.
I also think I have spirit sense. Or maybe I'm just insane.
Oh, I thought that was Ruko again in Sketch this time. Okay.
It's me this time.
Sketch, I don't think you've seen this tree before. Foster, this is very near where you grew up. You are aware of the Tetsi tree.
Oh.
It's essentially just kind of a variant of oak. There's nothing particularly noteworthy about it. It's not magical, but it does have these like beautiful blue leaves, and they turn a little red around the edges as they mature, and then in fall, as they fall away, they essentially go through like the whole rainbow. The one thing that is noticeable about the Tetsi tree is that the acorns are quite large, and they can be like roasted or baked, kind of like chestnuts. They're kind of yummy.
So they don't taste like regular acorns.
No.
Which
we should get some while we're here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds like a good idea.
You'd also be aware that when you roast them, they pop like popcorn, essentially turning into these like almost kiwi-sized little puffed nuts.
That's amazing.
I want them.
Imagine they look like a walnut when popped.
Yeah, a
I
little
want
bit.
this to be real right now.
Wait, can you pop walnuts?
No, don't think
Oh.
so.
With an explosion.
You can roast them, I think.
Okay, I was gonna say that's crazy. Anyway, can I make a survival check to get some?
Yeah, this is
or-
so easy. You're harvesting nuts off of a tree. Like, it's not super hard, but you can give me a survival to see, like, how quickly you do it.
Yeah. You're good at getting
Oh, I almost wasted a nat 20 on nuts.
Try
I was so close on my screen. Oh.
that again later. Making popcorn.
I just
Also, actually, for real, in real life, I'm making popcorn right now, and I'm so
Yeah.
pleased.
Oh, hell yeah.
You
If
know,
you
that
point out
actually
a
is
branch-
really good.
yeah. If you point out a branch, he just like throws one of these bladed rings, chop it down, and then it comes back to him.
Hell yeah, rad.
Oh my god, my brother might like that. That's like his boomerang, but like better.
Well, it's magic. He can have this if he buys one.
Sorry, that was funny.
What was?
If he buys one, I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's just how. Well, yeah, I suppose he's learned how to use money by now. We had a very long conversation, and I had someone teach him economics.
Sometimes I think he like sleeps and then forgets that he remembered something, but maybe.
I believe it's some form of brain damage.
Oh,
Damn. Okay.
Not his fault. I think he's just sustained some sort of brain damage at some point.
oh, I don't think so. I'm sure Mom's probably cast Luster Resto or whatever it's called in this system on
It
it.
probably happened when your mother wasn't around.
Well, then she can fix him when we get back.
Yeah, probably. You know, fingers
I
crossed.
don't think there's anything wrong with him. Well, there's
I don't
a
think
few
so.
things wrong with him, but it's fine.
No,
he's good.
it's
the way he
alright.
is.
It's not a complaint. It's just an observation.
Fair, yeah.
After about 10 or 15 minutes of gathering nuts and essentially just, gathering nuts for 15 minutes, you watch as the tree begins to burble. The bark begins to like boil as if it was water. These massive growths just kind of lump out and then recede quickly until the whole thing looks like it is writhing, like things are crawling around under the surface of the tree. And eventually you see these long, thin, black claws begin to press their way out through some of the seams in the bark. And then after all 10 of these claws have pushed their way through, they begin to spread wide. There's a yawning of oak as the wood begins to part. And this twisting blackness begins to show beneath the seam where it splits open. Until eventually, stepping out from the inky darkness, is a catfolk woman. Very old, probably 50s, 60s, maybe even a little bit later. Wrinkles on her face, bags under her eyes fully bloodshot, like she has been sleep deprived for days and days and days. But even in spite of all of this physical exertion and exhaustion that is worn on her face, plain and obvious, there is a wild excitement in her demeanor.
Would you like some refined pitch?
A light that washes over her eyes, especially when she spots Ruko, and then especially when she spots Lucy and Remus tied up, completely gagged and powerless. And she stops, stunned for a second, but only for a moment. Immediately, she reaches up into the leaves and the fruits that are coming off of this gnarled wooden staff that she carries, and she plucks something that is like this burning, fiery red from it, and she pops it into her mouth and begins to chew. And as she's chewing with her mouth full, she's like, "You guys ready to go?"
Go where?
Hot. Hot and then home.
Okay. Hot and then home.
Can I have one of those?
No,
Okay,
they're expensive.
that's fair.
She takes a deep breath and she exhales, and as she does, she uses the staff to guide this bright red powder that she exhales, drawing it into the shape of a spinning circle. As the circle opens, there is radiant orange heat that spills out of it. It is painful just to be near it. And she kind of looks over to you as the circle finishes. Kind of thought you guys would be better prepared for this. I'm very sorry. It'll be quick. Everyone in.
I hop in with Remus.
All right, excellent. Remus is like flinching away. The fur is getting singed. You are probably a little better equipped to deal with this than most, but you are not immune to heat damage, so certainly it is not pleasant for you.
Probably like knowing it's hot, I pour like my water skin on Remus first.
Excellent. Yeah. You start drenching him in water. You can see that it starts to steam almost immediately, and once you get inside, it begins to full on like sizzle like it's in a frying pan.
God, I hope
It's
none of
'cause he's
those
like-
flowers on Foster are actually drugs, because we're going to be having a time in a second.
Yeah. Does anybody not pile in? Or does anybody take any precautions before piling in?
Oh, that only lasts for a minute. How long are we going to be there?
I don't know, like a minute. I thought you guys were going to be prepared for this.
Oh, okay, I got this.
Okay.
For me, anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Elemental Form and go with one of the ones that has a fire resistance.
Excellent. Perfect.
I think it's just the fire one.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so... And I go.
All right. Tex, I think, is fine. He can just eat fire, and I think he's fire resistance even when he doesn't. This is a deeply unpleasant experience for almost all of you. It is essentially like walking into an active oven. You would die quickly in here if you remained in here, and there is probably at least some small part of your survival instinct that says that this is a bad idea, that this is simply not something that you should be doing. But unless anybody balks, she brings up the rear, and she is the last to stop in. When you step in, you feel your feet burning. You are standing on hot rock that feels like it's been sitting under the sun at 110 degrees for weeks and weeks and weeks, and has time to absorb all of that radiation, and it cooks the skin of your feet. You can see all around you just this hazy mirage effect that is tempered bright red with just an overwhelming flame. Looking up, you see not one sun and not two suns, but probably something in the order of 40 or 50 suns of various different colors, blinding to look at for more than just the briefest moment out of the corner of your eye. I need everyone to give me a fortitude save for half 22 points of heat damage.
Ooh, God damn.
Oh my god, do we have a Tex? Is Tex actually here? He maybe did. Or homosexual. Even worse. Oh no! Ruko, you take double that damage for 44.
Nice.
DC you're looking for is... checking. 19. So these are all fails so far. We have 22 damage for everybody, 44 for Ruko.
Damn.
Wait, but I would have expected... She told me
She
directly.
told you.
I'm going to use a hero point to try better a little.
Yeah, you can use a hero point if you want.
Yeah. The problem here is she said hot or cold, and we assumed weather.
I said hot.
I'm sorry, yeah. You're like, you could have been more specific that we were going into a place with 5 suns and not just the desert.
She tried.
I thought fire. And then I thought maybe I'm gonna look hot or a little muscles.
Well, it's not like I had anything to fix it anyway. Yeah. But though knowing if we're going into a place that's really fiery, he puts water on Remus and like heals him.
Excellent. Okay, perfect.
So he doesn't die. This is a prisoner we need alive.
Amazing. You do see that once you step in, that water buys him, like 2 seconds of whatever the effect is called. I know there's a name for the effect. Leidenfrost effect, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, Leidenfrost.
So it does buy him a couple of seconds. I'll say that that shaves off 2 points of damage for him.
Yeah.
But, let's see.
Let me heal. Let me give you the heal beforehand, I guess.
I have him listed at full health. I think you might have already healed him.
Weird. No, I didn't. we would have kept him half dead.
Oh, that's right. You had him in the shackles that keep him on the edge of death. So yeah, heal is good.
That's why we healed him.
Okay, excellent. That might be important then, actually. So yeah, let me see how much you heal.
Yeah, let's see. I'm doing this on expert. I'm a master. I can't recall how much it does at X.
Checking.
2d8. I'm actually a master, and I think I can do it at master. Yeah, master.
Yeah, because you have assurance, right?
Assurance won't work if I do master. That's why I rolled for it.
Okay. I will say, if you're changing from expert to master, I'm going to make you re-roll. You can't roll before you choose your difficulty.
No, because I thought my maximum was expert. It's a master, actually.
I understand, but you do need to re-roll.
Here. Hero point, because this might kill him.
Okay. Oh my god, Jesus.
Ooh, good hero point.
Okay, that
doesn't really do much. It's only 48.
I was going to say, it only doubles the dice. It's weird that it doesn't double the rest. But that is 48 plus 30.
Yeah. I think more? Because I have a healer.
Oh, nice.
A medic, rather.
By the way, do we start with a hero point?
You start with 1, yeah.
Yes.
You start every session with exactly 1.
Or it could be exactly 30, actually. We have a... Where's the feat here? God, it's been forever. Skills archetype? Okay, so there's the medic dedication. The DC. Well, we're going to DCs because we have the... What do you call it? The PWL thing.
Yes.
And
let's see.
so it heals.
So it's extra 10 these per 10.
Yeah, an extra 10. So it's what, 40? Okay, let me check the treat wounds actually at Master.
Master
Medicine
is normally
DC.
48 plus 30, and then you add an extra 10 here. So 48 plus 40.
Okay, 48 plus 40.
Yep. That is very good. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, 66.
Ooh.
Here.
And then he did say for half, so he takes 11. Okay, wonderful. The moment you step through, you guys are in agony. You're cooking alive. Looking around, you see nothing but this, jagged rock landscape all around you. These spires that cut up into the sky. Everything around you is this horrible kind of clay orange red. There is, it's not really fog so much as just a blanket of heat that eventually cuts off your vision after a certain distance. You don't know where you are, but you imagine you are either inside of a volcano or somewhere that is not a part of this world. And Asha as well seems to be sweating. You can see her whiskers starting to curl in. You can see that she looks lightheaded. She looks like somebody who just woke up from a horrible dream, and now she's doing this extremely strenuous exertion. And she reaches up and fetches another piece of fruit from off of her staff. You can see that this one is kind of just like an earthy green with little specks of blue. She cracks it open and begins to chew. She chews and chews and chews. After about 30 seconds, I need everybody else to give me another fort save.
Ruko, before that, please heal this amount.
Oh, I
God.
got 10 HP from that form, right?
I was gonna say, I'm presuming we're all at max health before we go into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe everybody except for Lucian was.
Oh, really?
Ruko. Yeah,
We have
Ruko, please heal
87
36.
healers here.
Yeah. Damage is nothing to us. We can just keep healing.
I was going to say, I do think you guys have all the healers in this party, so you're probably fine.
Yeah. You recovered yourself 36, Ruko? I see Athen's going to give you a drink from the chalice.
There we go. Oh, please.
Do you want a kiwi? Kiwi's very juicy.
He bites at you like a piranha.
It sounds refreshing. The DC says, oh, hey, no damage.
Oh my god.
Delicious.
God
That's a
damn.
delightful kiwi.
Ethan, you were totally fine this time. Lucian, likewise, totally fine.
I'm drained. Help. It's still the same day, right? I haven't.
It is
I'm
still
drained.
the same day, yeah. Alright. Eventually, she begins to form this new portal. This time, it's bizarre. You don't feel cold coming off of it, but you feel a very slight absence of the heat around it, and by comparison, it feels cold. And the moment that it snaps open, she starts motioning people through. I assume everybody spills out as fast as you can. I assume nobody lingers here.
No,
Yeah.
grab Lucian.
Right. As you guys stumble through this portal, you find yourself... first of all, I need somebody to roll me 1d20. You want low. Low is good.
Not it.
I'm usually good at that.
I got this.
This is essentially going to be
Go
multiplied
for it.
by 20.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. I'm sorry, multiply by
Do I also do it, or? No, you're gonna be mean.
Checking. Let me see if she's got a thing real quick. Lower would be better.
Oh, there's an Asha token.
There is an Asha token.
Oh, she's pretty. She's got some pretty outfits on.
Yeah.
Huh.
And a gnarly staff.
Let me get another
Gnar.
d20 from one other person, essentially rolling with disadvantage,
God.
which is good for you.
I guess I'll do it.
Good, Ruko. It's your storyline.
What do you mean roll it in disadvantage?
Oh, that was almost a 2 on my screen.
Damn.
Oh,
I guess 8. 8 is currently what we've got. The lowest.
Yeah.
You said at disadvantage? Do I roll again?
No, I rolled for fun.
Okay.
No, you're the disadvantage for this. So 2 people rolled.
Okay.
Okay.
How do I want to do this?
Okay.
I feel like I want to be more granular than 6. Somebody give me a D12. I don't really know if any of these options is better or worse than the other. I guess one would probably be the best, but it's hard to
Does
say.
Asha warn us at all if there's gonna be any more damage? Because I will keep healing Lucian.
Sure doesn't. She doesn't say anything. Okay, 4, so...
Damn, how did
2,
Ruko
3.
get so talkative when Asha is so quiet all the time? Oh, probably he filled in all the silence.
Oh, that's kind of fun. That's fun.
We all become long.
As you step free through this portal, you are met with, a balmy kind of 82, and you find yourselves standing on a rocky cliff, looking out over the sea. You can see that the sun is behind you. The suns are behind you. You can see that as you look out over the ocean, you can see the night sky starting to roll in. You see that there is a forest off in the distance behind you, but you're kind of just open and exposed in what appears to be a meadow. You appear to be on the mortal plane somewhere, but you're not really sure where. And Asha, finally stepping through, takes her breath, kind of uncurls some of her whiskers, and starts to laugh. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. We are... Good. We're far away from where you were. They should have trouble finding us. Now, where are we?
Took us somewhere you didn't know.
No, I have no idea where we are. That spell is a little unpredictable. I just knew that we needed to get you away from Cyrillin. So we are away from Cyrillin. And she kind of like waves her hand and does just a quick little druid craft. You can see that a couple of flowers nearby sprout and begin to grow. We are still somewhere where there is magic. That's great news. That would be very bad if we ended up somewhere without magic. So my guess is probably...
That place could have taken us somewhere where there's no magic.
Yeah, it could have really taken us almost anywhere.
Ruko stops buffering and he goes up and hugs her.
Ruko.
Continue.
Yeah, she throws her arms around you. And she almost kind of like falls into you. You can sense in her body language, she's exhausted. She is miserable. She is here because it is important and not because she is capable. I don't know what's been going on. I only have bits and pieces of things. Something very bad has happened, I know, but we need to get back to Regal Water.
Agreed. I'm just happy you're here. Thank you. You're fine. Oh God. Thank you. Oh my God. I missed you.
She kind of wipes a thumb across your face and wipes away some of the tears. You've gotten very tall. You've gotten very tall.
You've gotten shorter. You're so old.
I'm gonna live forever, don't you worry.
I know. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, where are we?
That's what we need to find out. We need to figure out where we are and how to get to Regal Water from here.
I might be able to help.
Yes. What have you got?
I'm going to start casting a cantrip. I never thought in 1,000 years I would ever get to use this.
Excellent.
It's one of those.
Excellent.
Know the way. And I guess I'm going to choose... So I know where North is if it exists. And I guess I'm going to choose the Twin Lakes and learn where we are in respect
Relative
to the Twin Lakes.
Got it. You learn, let's see, the direction it lies. Perfect. And also to answer your question, Sketch, normally you would need to prepare it at the level that you want to cast at. I believe that one of our house rules is that you can re-prepare something to that. Like, you can just swap your preparations. Actually, I'll double check that. I think that's what we ruled, but I know we loosened it, but I'll have to double check exactly how it works. Do you know if you're prepared or a spontaneous caster? You're a druid, right? You're a druid?
I'm prepared, I'm pretty sure.
Got it. Okay. I think what you would need to do is you would have to prepare it at that level. But you could like for instance, if you wanted to have a 6th level lightning storm, and you had already prepared it and spent it, you could like unprepare chain lightning and re-prepare that. You can essentially use your spell slots on anything you prepared at that tier, like in 5e. But you do still have to prepare it at that level. I think. I'll double check though.
Okay.
Foster, you begin to connect with nature and get a sense for where you are. The trees begin to whisper. The wind carries instructions. You can almost feel your vision being pulled up and up and up. You immediately learn that the cliff is facing the east. The suns are setting to the west. You are on the east coast of something somewhere. And you learn that the Twinmere Lakes are directly to your west. With a little bit of geographical knowledge, you can kind of rule that out to 2 places. That either means you're here on the Jodalok, looking out over the Jodalok to the east, or you were here on the Grave Lily Sea, looking out over the sea to the east. Or I guess possibly you could be on the Whistling Isle, looking over the sea to the east there. Any farther than that, and there would not be magic. So you've narrowed it down to those 3 locations. And if you want, you can also just give me a pretty easy nature check to tell if this is a lake or a sea.
Perfect.
That is good enough. This is for sure the ocean, which means you're either on the Whistling Isles or on the eastern coast of the Hiddlands.
Do I recognize if, like, the plant life here is inland or island?
Yeah, actually, if you do that 19 nature check. Actually, roll me a new nature check.
Can I help since I've been to the Whistling Isles?
Absolutely.
Can I help to see what language the spirits are jabbering in?
Yeah, if you want to do consult spirits, I think it's like a minute, but you can absolutely do that.
If it's needed.
Also, dinosaur form not having a flying option is just homophobic.
That is actually...
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
agree more.
Yeah.
I think during Pride Month, it gets a flying form.
Yes, I agree, actually. 22 nature check. You have not been to the Whistling Isles, but it has been discussed a lot while you were planning what missions to go on. You know that the Whistling Isles are a desolate and barren place. It has a very strong necromantic energy. Everything here is verdant and green and ripe. You can see there's fruit growing on the trees, and you know that to be true of the Hiddlands. It is the breadbasket of the wildlands. You are almost positive that you're on the eastern coast of the Hiddland.
Got it. I'll pass all that along.
Okay. Asha, then, I was going to say, so, we have our options. We can either, if any of you have the ability to teleport with a prisoner, we could do that. I have ways to teleport, but not with an unwilling prisoner. Otherwise, we can trek to Applebend and try to find passage from there, or we can try to find a ship to sail to Regal Water. We could also just trek north to the coast, and I'll be in touch. Amar is going to have a ship headed our way, but we wanted to get you out of there before Cyrillin found you.
Oh boy.
Let me...
Well, we can at least lay low now, but we may need a way to protect him from being scryed on.
That would be very useful if any of you have that.
Yeah, or we could share a necklace. Or something.
A necklace?
Anti-scrying device? Something like that?
I think he'd have to be willing or something.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Same thing for teleportation, I think. Wait, out of character. Do we actually have any of our spells back, or like where? What just happened?
It's the same day.
It is the same day as the fight in the lakes. If you're missing spell slots, you're probably still missing them. You've not had a rest yet.
Good to know. Okay. I can get some, maybe, teleport with some rest, I think.
That would be ideal, especially if your teleport lets you take unwilling people. That's the tricky part
Yeah,
here.
sure does.
Okay.
And I think we have several ways to make this guy willing. He pats. Or he goes to pat, but then decides against it.
He doesn't quite growl or snarl. He's kind of learned that he's not in a position to be doing that sort of thing. But you do see there is a bit of a newfound sullenness, a little bit of a dejectedness in him now, when he realizes that you have put a lot of distance between him and reinforcements.
True.
He no longer has
the
stoic, eager look in his eyes like help might be lurking around every tree. He knows that he is well and truly on his own with all of you, and that backup is significantly delayed at this point.
Oh boy.
Okay, so is the plan to simply wait here on the coast for your teleport? What is your spell? Show me your spell.
How do I show you what knowledge I have in my brain? He's doing hand gestures. He's like, it goes like, okay, wait, here. Okay, he drops to the floor. He's like trying to carve it into the stick into the ground. Okay, so it goes like this. He's just babbling.
Excellent. Out of character, do you know what spell it is?
Yeah. Let's see, spellcasting is the group teleportation. It's the blah 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 known spells.
Post.
Collective transposition. No, wait. Teleport. I think it's just straight up teleport.
Checking.
Sixth rank spell.
Got it. Okay, let's see. You and up to 4 targets touch either willing creatures or objects roughly the size.
They have to be willing.
They do have to be willing.
We can make him willing. Don't worry.
I mean, that's possible.
Somebody will have to stay behind, though. Oh, jeez.
You do know you have 3 slots of this, so you could... Oh, it does take you as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me double check, actually. I think...
Is it me plus the other?
Even up to 4, so there's 5 people.
And there's 5 other people. You'd have to leave somebody behind.
Oh.
Oh, I guess 6 with Asha. However, Asha is going to try and... oh, dear. I also have this. I was going to use it, but the targets must be cooperative for this to work. They must be willing. If you think you have a way to make our friend here willing, then we can do this right away.
Well, we are camped on a cliff. So... willingness can be expedited?
She looks back and forth between the two of you.
Oh, I see. There are implications.
Yeah, you see a grin crosses her face, and she puts a hand on your shoulder, and she says, Ruko, I've taught you well. You've learned so much. I'm so proud of you. How do you want to threaten this man?
I don't think I learned it from you. I learned it from my brother, and unwillingly. And plus, you're a terrible... Oh, God, I did learn it from you a little.
I have flesh-eating spiders.
Necessity! No spiders, please.
You already see Athens angling him off the edge of the cliff by the rope. And he's like, if you're not willing, I am going with them. This means I will go alone and you will fall.
No!
That is clever.
Comply.
Give me an intimidation check.
Are we ready to cast the spell now? Oh God!
I can do.
Are you going to make me wait some more?
I can do it now. Are you able to do it now?
Are you really able to do it now? Like, can you really?
I can do it.
Can you?
I did that plane shift thing because I thought we wouldn't be able to get the prisoner to cooperate. I could have just teleported.
Okay.
22.
22.
Well, he won't cooperate right now. I was going to talk to him.
My arm is getting tired.
That was the last resort.
It's bizarre. There is a part of him that thinks surely they wouldn't throw away me. Surely they wouldn't. But then he looks at you and also to Asha and Ruko and the craziness that the two of them have and the absolute seriousness that you have. And there is sort of an inherent distrust for undead, I think, in him that makes him believe that maybe you might actually be willing to throw away a valuable prisoner over this sort of thing.
I would rather you die than go back to Cyrillin. Just saying.
Yeah. And eventually he kind of nods. And that does bring us back to you, Ruko. Do you have the slots to cast this right now?
I don't. That's
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. But the Asha technically does, maybe?
The problem is that when I cast it, I go with them, so I won't be able to get the stragglers.
I'm straggly.
Are you?
If I go ahead with Lucian, can you follow? With everyone else?
So we really don't have our spells? Okay, goddammit.
Yeah, Asha says I can take 4 of you. That would leave 2 of you behind. Ruko, if you're one of the people left behind, you could join us in the morning. But I don't want to make you wait out here in the middle of nowhere all by yourself. That's
Leave as many of us here with him, but Lucian has to be somewhere safe.
okay. All right. Ruko, do you and small bony friend Cat and other cats want to stay behind?
Can we just camp here? Because we're in the middle of nowhere. Look around. Maybe we can just stay here, and I could get the spell, and then I could.
You have the best campers.
Or yeah, and he this guy, he goes and he puts an arm around Foster. He knows how to make plants do some crazy things, and then he puts an arm around Sketch, and he knows how to. Oh God.
I
think we can camp.
I admit I don't like the idea of leaving you behind after.
Can make bananas.
Yes. I agree. Let's wait until we can do this all together. I don't want us to split up when Cyrillin is actively in pursuit of you. Okay, let's make camp then.
Should we? I can do
Athen will speak up. The longer he's with us, the more likely they're scrying on him, the more likely they will teleport to us. We need to take him away. I don't care how many of you stay behind. You're all capable.
Oh.
I got it. I understand. He looks to Ruko. She looks to Ruko. She puts a hand on your forehead. I'll be back in 10 minutes, okay? Be safe for 10 minutes.
Okay.
We can do 10 minutes.
Okay.
Ruko's thinking over this cozy cabin spell because he's never used it before.
Yeah, you start looking that over.
Does it hide people? I don't think it does. We're doomed. All right.
It's a house.
I was
Continue.
going to say, I don't think it has like anti-divination or anything like that. I think it's just a cabin.
No.
Okay. Asha walks over to Athen and Lucian, who's still being dangled off the cliff, and puts a hand, one on each of you. There is icy cold that you're not sure whether it's supernatural or simply that she is so old.
This is gonna hurt again because if he dies, that's also bad.
No, this one is relatively painless, although I threw up the first few times.
Just nods.
I don't think that'll be a problem for you. Remind me, disguised currently? Are you visibly undead?
No, he's currently undead.
Got it. Okay.
Just these green lights behind his eyes, and he is dangling Lucian off the side of the cliff.
Okay, perfect.
Literally, if you teleport me without him, he's dead.
He's dead, yeah. Okay. She casts teleportation. And you are relieved when you appear on the other side to learn that he didn't like his odds. And he did decide to come with you, so you do have Lucian in tow. So Asha, Athen, and Lucian arrive.
When they come back, we should all pretend like we're sleeping.
That's a fun prank. I like that.
Or it can be in the middle of a great story around a campfire. Have some s'mores and stuff in my cozy cabin.
Oh, I do like the sound of that.
That does also sound really nice.
We get back here. Who greets us, I guess?
I was going to say, there's so many tokens on here that are not actually here. Give me a second.
Yeah, Jajak is somewhere else, I imagine.
Yeah,
Luther's probably inside.
That male dinosaur is pregnant.
I should have gone back. I'm so stupid.
Excuse you?
You saw what Tex did to him.
Oh, I see.
You got shadow babies. Taran, Chow, Ko, Kavya,
Okay, so...
Malachi, and Aymar.
And also, something on the order of like 20 or 30 other Spirit Weavers that I don't have tokens for. In fact, let me double check. I might have... Do I have generic? I did. Oh my god, I have generic.
Look at them. They're all that. They're there.
They're there. There are people who, frankly, it looks like a field of zombies. People with bags under their eyes, bloodshot eyes, people who are...
They're alive.
Upright. But they are alive. They're active. Many of them are nursing various teas. And you can see that Taryn and Chow and Kavya are all kind of going around giving these people medicine and food, and especially tea. Many of them are very, like, hoarse-throated. You can see her scratchy throats all over the place. But then when you guys emerge from this teleportation, essentially stepping out from some of the bark of this enormous tree, Amar and Malachi and Taryn all rush over. And
Bring you Lucian Ramus.
Yeah, so like you emerge and you're like ready to hand over the prisoner. Amar drops his weapons. No, he didn't have his weapons out, but he drops the tea that he was carrying and full tackles Lucian. Like, doesn't care that he's already bound, doesn't care that he appears to be gagged, just runs over and tackles him to the ground. Taryn dogpiles on top. Malachi kind of stands by, like, ready to help, but not really sure what to do here.
I peeled them apart, try to, like, hey, cut that out. You went through so much trouble to bring you here alive.
Eventually, after a hubbub...
You know how much Ruko went through?
Ruko...
How much Ruko went through?
Amar kind of looks up. Ruko did this?
Ruko helped do this.
Ruko helped do this. Are you being... Ruko helped do this?
Yes, Ruko helped do this.
Ruko helped do this.
Ruko did quite a bit, actually. He's also responsible for everyone here being alive, and I have to go back and make sure they do not die. Please ensure this man is not scried on. And can I have some supplies?
Amar looks over to Malachi, and Malachi is wide-eyed, aghast, looking down at Lucy and Remus. But behind the shock and the fear of seeing the worst person in his life, there is a dawning realization that maybe something too good to be true might be. And he looks back over to Amar and Taryn, and just nods and like, get him into the tree. And they start wheeling him over to the door in this tree.
Someone bring me very fluffy pillows.
Kavya steps over. Supplies, yes. What kind of supplies? And as she steps over, you do see that she just kind of instinctually takes Asha's hand.
So I described the location where we're at, and I asked them what do they think we will require.
At first,
because we're trying to get back here. We're going to teleport back, but we're going to stay overnight because no spell slots.
Okay. At first, she's like on full alert. She's ready to get you like all sorts of extreme weather things and like defensive implements. And then as you describe where you're at, she kind of looks to Asha and Asha looks back to her and she leans over and it's like, they're just in the Hiddlens. It's easy camping. They could sleep under the stars if they wanted to. The big thing is we need protection in case Cyrillin sends agents. Go grab us, get Luther and Amar. I can take 2 extra people back with us. Food, water, a bottle of wine. No, actually, you know what? Make it a bottle of champagne. And some cookies.
Yeah, I think he would actually very much like to see you. Says AMR.
I'd like to see him. I There's a lot to go through. We have so much. Oh, right. Before I forget, and he runs back into the door at about 30 or 45 seconds.
Oh, and like, I don't know, 10,000 gold or something, if you have any.
Asha looks at you. Oh,
I don't know if you have a bounty on this guy or anything.
I mean, we have a bounty for sure, but it's not like we have the gold. The bounty is to make things better for all of us. There, we have some gold. You'll be recompensed. I promise.
Right.
If not with gold, then with services, we'll find something to do.
That's okay. I have to lower my standards from Dillenworth, so we do lots of gold standard things.
Well,
So okay, good feelings, vibes.
we will try to get you properly paid. I appreciate good feelings as next as the next person, but I know that gold speaks much louder than platitudes. Malachi, are you ready for a camping trip? And Malachi kind of looks like, me? And she looks at him, you're not spending the day with your sons. And he nods and runs off to go get his stuff together. A couple
I
of
can't
minutes.
believe I'm being family cocked.
Wow.
Get to watch these two, these family bond. Very happy for them.
Amar eventually steps back out of the tree. And he is accompanied by Luther.
Are we bringing Luther?
They tell me that you need someone to keep you safe in case Cyrillin shows up.
Right, yeah.
And
I appreciate it.
I'll be right back. Just a second.
Well, this will make Tex happy.
Nothing scares a clergy more than a dinosaur.
Yeah.
The Earth ain't 2,000 years old this time. There's
I don't
real
think
dinosaurs
Luther
in
is
this world.
2,000 years old.
It was a joke. It was a joke. That's fine.
Yeah, it was the whole
It's just being silly.
It was just a silly and a danger.
It's
Silly
very
thing.
dangerous. By the way, I can make a big cabin. It's a third rank spell, and I could just we could all chill in a cabin. We don't have to like camp, but we have the option to. You know?
cabin is nice.
Cabin
It's
is nice. That
nice.
sounds cool.
I'm gonna bring everyone some fluffy pillows because I think the cabin you make is not furnished.
I think it's got cots and stuff.
It's got
Yeah.
cots. Let's see. Yeah,
It's kind of nice. I'll go see.
it's got a lock. Okay, 3 cots. Yeah. I'm gonna bring some extra.
One chamber
Okay,
pot and a
okay.
small fireplace.
I mean, we can just go
Absolutely not.
outside.
I'm gonna dig a latrine.
Oh,
Still, though, like, that would save a lot in the cabin rental if you could just cast a spell and get a cabin.
Yeah,
True.
especially when you're ready to go to a concert or whatever.
Nice little thing, a fire. Cozy.
Most hostile weather condition. Incredible heat
You
or
need,
cold,
like-
powerful storms and winds will destroy the hut. Okay.
You could keep like caches of furniture, and then just go to your like vacation spot and go just set up your cabin and move all the furniture inside.
Oh.
Yeah. Ruko isn't allowed to leave the cabin though. If he leaves it, it ends.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
So you have to pee in the chamber pot.
Or just use all your third level spells to go outside.
Go outside, set it up again.
Or I could just make a skylight.
Skylight.
The cabin is destructible. I could just open a hole where it's not going to rain on us. And it's not going to rain anyway, right? I think. He sniffs.
I don't know. You tell
I don't
me if
think
it's
so.
gonna rain or not.
It smells like it's drier than I'm used to.
That's some spirit
No
weaver
rain?
stuff.
No, that's some natural spirit weaver stuff. I'm into the spooky hoodoo shit, you know? Yeah. Like the hoodoo wada.
Yeah, so we have sketches here. Sketch can tell us if it's about to rain. Or we can use old-timey lick my finger, put it in the air. That sure is wind.
I can try. My brother's better at it. He just kind of knows. But
I think Foster would know when the rain comes, no? Maybe? Or is flowers not gonna be
when's
funny?
it gonna rain? Oh, never mind. It's gonna rain exactly however many minutes that we want it to.
Wow.
41 minutes.
Sure, why not? There's a little bit of a drizzle coming in. You can tell that there's probably going to be some light rain overnight.
41 minutes.
It is as the sun is dipping down past the tree line to the west, leaving the ocean dark to your east, that there is the yawning of oak and some of the trees nearby open up, and people re-emerge.
Oh, I was gonna
May I
cast the
make a
cabin at
request?
nightfall.
Oh, does it not last till nightfall?
Well, I was gonna cast it at nightfall when we all
Yeah.
needed to go get cozy.
Oh, you can wait if you want.
Yeah.
No,
May I
but if
make
they
a
arrive right
request?
now, I don't have to use a spell, you know?
Yes, what
I
is
can
your
just
request?
fantasize about this for later.
My request is would it be offensive to you, Luther, if I requested to ride on your back?
Oh boy. I'm trying to remember. Yes, it would, but I do not fault you for asking. I appreciate that you check first.
Does maybe some other dinosaur?
Perhaps some other dinosaur. I know many that debase themselves to that level.
Certainly ones that don't think or talk.
Yes.
It's just that there's not any over here.
I do not know if there are dinosaurs in the Hiddlings. I have not heard. I think that if you go northwest towards the swamps, you may find some, but I do not know.
My dream is to ride a dragon, but don't want it to be offensive.
I suppose being on top of a dragon could be nice. I feel that they would not make good riding. They are, when they do their flapping motion, they go up and down a lot. You get very sick.
That sounds fun.
Being sick. Are you that
Moving
far
up and
from
down, very well. Fast movement usually is fun.
I see. I understand. Very well. Amar kind of butts in. I don't mean to interrupt this very riveting conversation, but you had requested this. We got done with our interrogation of Aradia.
Oh, they're all here.
People pull the records. And yeah, as you guys emerge through the teleport and everybody kind of runs, you see Malachi runs over to Root, throws his arms around you. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Lucian, you got Lucian.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Lucian.
Yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, we got him though.
It was an accident. How do you accidentally get the Lucian?
I don't know. I accidentally got the big red guy, the dragonborn, in the Aradia, and then this guy. You see, he. I'm fine.
I think your gift might be accidents, Ruko. That's terrifying.
It wasn't an accident for him to tell us not to kill Lucian.
You had the opportunity to kill him.
Yeah.
And Asha stepped, and you kept him alive.
You know, yeah. Cause look at him. He's fine. He's all tied up.
They both kind of look at you agawk for a moment. And then Asha steps up and she puts a hand on the side of your cheek. And again, you feel these icy cold fingers. And she says, "Sorry. Ruko, why would you be sorry? Your mother would be so proud of you."
He just frowns. Instantly, tears are starting, but he's listening. He's like, no.
That man has done horrible things, but he is valuable. Not only because he has information, but because he is a living thing. We'll figure out what we can do with him.
All right. Why does that sound so sinister? Okay, I did good.
You did great. And Malachi steps up.
It was mostly them, though.
Malachi kind of looks over to everybody else to see if that's true. Like, is anybody else reacting to that?
Shaking my head.
It was a team effort.
Malachi kind of looks back and he just continues to hug you. Meanwhile, Amar, who has not joined this reunion yet, is going to slide some papers over to Athan.
I appreciate it.
These are the full transcripts. It was kind of hard to find. This was as the maddening was getting really bad. We knew we were running out of time with our best spellcasters to do these rituals. So we essentially called in a meeting. Spirit Weavers from all over the Wildlands came in. to give it one last ditch, to learn everything we could about everything that was important. And over the course of about 2 weeks, we scryed or divined all sorts of things. Cyrillin, each of the individual nations, even across the sea to the Magrak region. But one of the things we looked into was all of the undead incursion stuff that's been happening and the obelisks we've gotten reports of. This is apparently the report that had the information you were interested in. So it is what it is. I can't vouch for it. I wasn't a part of these. I'm not a mage, but, well. And he kind of understands that he's handing you bad news, and he runs out of things to say about it, but he hands you the papers and walks over to go hug Rico.
Just takes it happily. Like, not happily, and just he's, straight-faced, and he nods. He can't make expressions with a skull face on. He just says, I appreciate it. And he's gonna just sit on this stump if there's actually stumps.
Yeah.
And start going over the paperwork.
Absolutely. The scale of this map is awful, but there is a campfire, there are stumps here. And you begin to read. It's formatted almost like the minutes of a court case, where there is a very clear record of the question asked, the answer received, and then like a transcript of the conversations that were had as they were deciding what question to ask next. And I'm going to hand you this note, and then I will read. We'll do reading time and story time.
And I just want to see if there's anything Athen can do to determine whether a spell has, like, there's this spell isn't perfect. This spell can get this wrong because of so-and-so. Or this spell can fail and give wrong information because they asked this question,
Yes, absolutely. I believe commune can be done with occultism. It can. Give me an occultism check to see how much you know about this spell.
Occultism bad. Occultism is +3, though.
Thankfully, the DC here is only 18.
16.
16? That's enough to understand the divination spell. You know that you are asking a powerful entity for responses to the question. I don't think you know how truthful or perfect those responses need to be on a 16. You would need an 18 to get more information.
Can I get, lore, question spells that ask divinities or other things questions?
Oh, yeah, you have the ability to just, turn anything into a lore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that will add your
+5. Okay, then if so, you can just increase this.
Yeah. With lore rituals, that becomes high enough to understand how the spell works, and I'll essentially just read verbatim the answer. You contact a powerful entity. On a critical success, it's one that's aligned strongly with your interests, maybe even your own deity. Otherwise, it is just a powerful, unknown being. This transcript has the name of the entity that they contacted, Jah, the god of death, or at least one of his angels, or somebody speaking on behalf of Jah. The god of death,
Jah.
which suggests to you that they critically succeeded on this check. The entity will not attempt to deceive you, though it might still not know the answers. When it is important to provide clarity, the entity will answer your question with up to 5 words, such as if you leave immediately, or that was true once. So that is what you understand about this ritual.
Okay.
You would understand, and this is a slight homebrewism on the ritual. There is still an element of letter of the lawness to it, which is to say, the entity is truthful and they want to help, but they answer the question exactly as it is asked. Does that make sense?
Right.
You still have to ask the right questions to get the right answers.
So even if the entity wants to help you, but you ask the wrong questions, so they can't.
Correct.
Or that you word the question wrong.
Right. And you'd also be aware that this is all of the questions must be in a form that could be answered with a yes or a no. The answers are not necessarily restricted to yes and no, but it must be that style of question. And we'll do some story time. You pop this thing open. You can see it's the transcript of the communion with Jah, the god of undeath. About the Desolate King.
I'm going to be right back, but I am listening.
Okay, as long as
please
you're
continue.
Listening, we'll do story time. The first question that they ask is the Desolate King's body, soul, or consciousness still active on the mortal plane and responsible for the recent events involving necromantic obelisks? The answer is yes. And then there's a transcript between 2 diviners. The first says, I still think this was a waste of a question. We know the Desolate King is active, right? Who else would be doing all of this? The other one answers, some other necromancer. Divinaria says, fine, well, we ruled that out, I guess. The Desolate King is still around, and he's putting up these obelisks, but how? By all accounts, he was destroyed. The other one says, well, he was a necromancer. They're like cockroaches. Sure, but it's not impossible. Nobody knew him better than his son. If anybody could have destroyed him for good, it was Aethan. They ask the second question, out of 7 total. Was Aethan Aldermourn's attempt to destroy his father unsuccessful? The answer is unclear. This time it is the Diviner B who speaks first. First of all, from now on, do not ask questions without consulting the rest of us. These rituals are a very limited resource nowadays, and you've just learned firsthand the risk of asking a loaded question. It's possible that destroying the Desolate King wasn't Aethan's plan. If that's the case, a yes or a no would both be misleading. Fine, okay. Do we want to burn another question asking if Aethan's plan, whatever it actually was successful? The other one answers, I think it's more important that we learn something that helps us figure out what to do next. We can figure out the history later. At this point, a third person chimes in, I agree. We're not going to be able to do these rituals for much longer. We're losing our best seers to the maddening fast. Let's focus on the things that we can actually use. Without divination, we're going to need to do boots-on-ground research. Let's find out where those boots should actually go. They ask the third question. Can we learn significantly more about the Desolate King's current plans and status by investigating the site where Aethan Aldermourn confronted his father? The answer, unlikely. Where else could we look? Historical records show that Aethan met with other necromancers in the months leading up to the final confrontation, presumably trying to research ways to kill him for good. Many of the necromancers that Aethan met with are long gone. The ones who are still around are mostly secretive and uncooperative. But one of them, Arguminivex of House Venerak in Avarice, has been helpful. And some of you recognize Arguminivex. I can't remember who was part of that group. Sketch, I think, at the very least, knows Arguminivex.
Yep.
This is the Necromancer Dragon, the one with Ceralex, the Alchemist's daughter. This is the one that has been spending a lot of time with Baby Boy lately, and also Aethan, essentially doing the... this is the guy that helped do the mood ritual, the resurrection ritual. So that is the Arguminivex that they're talking about here. It continues, Arguminivex claims to have given Aethan a relic called Hypnolis right before the battle. He said Hypnolis was a weapon, an asp coil, which was known to have sort of a poisoning effect on the sympathetic energy of creatures, including undead creatures. Well, maybe this poison wore off eventually? Diviner B chimes in, if the poison was only temporary, surely Aethan would have known. And if he was as clever as it seems, surely he would have left warnings and instructions behind, right? Some sort of omen that the Desolate King would return after a few hundred years or something like that. Well, not if he was in on it. Interesting speculation. Let's assume that since we didn't get a yes or a no to our previous question, that Aethan's plan was not to actually destroy the Desolate King. Do you think perhaps the whole thing was just a ruse? A way to play dead and let things blow over during the Golden Wars? Well, sure, why not? Cyrillin was pretty scary at the time. Maybe the Desolate King wanted to avoid a direct confrontation while they were at their military peak. We could probably figure out more about Aethan's plans if we knew what exactly this Hypnolis artifact actually did. The third one chimes in, unfortunately, we can't just ask what the artifact did. This ritual is somewhat limited. We need yes or no questions. Oh, we could determine whether chasing down Hypnolis is a waste of time or not. If we know it's going to be fruitful to hunt it down, that's useful, right? And then they ask the fourth question. Can we learn significantly more about the Desolate King's current plans and status by finding and studying the Hypnolis? To which they get a clear and resounding yes. Great! Now, where do we find it? The battle site's been combed clean over hundreds of years. Presumably, somebody else looted it long ago. We have 3 questions left. We should try to narrow things down. Do we know where the artifact came from? The third one chimes in. Originally, no. Arguminivex says he doesn't remember how he got it. How do you just forget where you got an artifact of that power? And what if Arguminivex was in on it too? He was competing necromancer who the Desolate King trusted. That's motive, means, and opportunity. Maybe he helped orchestrate the assassination and Cyrillin gave him Hypnolis in return. Again, the history is interesting and your conjecture is fascinating, but it is only conjecture. Do you think it's worth burning a question to chase that theory? Would a yes or a no actually change our course of action? We need information that informs our present course of action. We can learn about the past in other ways. I disagree. Argumentavex is still alive. We can talk to him. If we can confirm or deny his involvement in a conspiracy against the Desolate King, that helps us know whether or not we can trust him. Fine. We have 3 questions left. Use them wisely. He asked the 5th question. Did Hypnolis end up in the possession of anyone who was a co-conspirator in the assassination of the Aldermorn family? The answer that they get is momentarily. The diviner says, momentarily? That's weird. That's important, right? That means a simple yes would have been misleading, huh? Correct. It also rules out Aethan and Argumentavex as co-conspirators. Right. They each had Hypnolis for a lot longer than a moment, which means they couldn't have been co-conspirators in the assassination. But there were co-conspirators, at least one, because one had the Hypnolis momentarily. At this point, the third one kind of chimes in. How would someone momentarily possess a relic? Combat, perhaps? Maybe somebody wrestled it out of Aethan's hands, or somebody was stabbed by it and it got stuck. But Aethan must have recovered it before the confrontation with the Desolate King. Or maybe it happened during that confrontation. The second one chimes in. You're suggesting that the Desolate King himself was a co-conspirator, that he helped in the assassination of his family. Sure, why not? We know there was a conspiracy. We know one of the co-conspirators was momentarily in possession of Hypnolis. We know Aethan used Hypnolis on the Desolate King in the final confrontation. Maybe he got his hands on it for a second during that battle. That would be momentary possession. If that's true, then this whole plot may have been orchestrated from the start, hundreds of years ago. And Cyrillin likely knows the truth. But that all hinges on this theory that the Desolate King was just pretending to be reformed the whole time? That the years of Golden Sand were just an act? That he killed his own family in order to justify going evil and starting a war again? Is he really that good of an actor? Why not? Cyrillin's shown us plenty of times just how underhanded people are willing to be for war. How much can you really trust a necromancer to care about family? It's not impossible, I suppose, but I think you're jumping to a lot of conclusions. And immediately, the 6th question is asked. Did the Desolate King conspire with Cyrillin to orchestrate the assassination of House Eldermorn? Yes. What did I say about consulting? Was the Desolate King, the 7th question begins immediately, who never really loved Desdemona, plotting this current ongoing scheme with the Obelisk the whole time, even before the assassination of House Aldermorn, all the way back to the destruction of House Vesper? The answer, yes. There, see? Sounds pretty conclusive to me. I hope you're happy with yourself. We will not be able to do this ritual again for quite some time. And the transcript ends.
There was, for a little while there, this, if he had a heart still, it would be thumping loudly. Because, like, his mind, rational as it is, was looking for, anyway, this could be wrong. Anyway, this could be misconstrued. The questions could have been asked poorly. But then the last 2 questions were asked. And he doesn't know how to react to it.
Ruko, from your group hug with the family, you can't help but notice that Aethan is alone reading this note and does not look good.
Oh. What is Isaac doing? Sorry. No. I detach from the group. Family stuff. I feel like we've come to a conclusion here a little bit. A little.
Yeah. They have things to continue talking about as you do that.
I kind of walks up to Ethan. Just like a. If you say anything, he'll go away. But like he'll walk up, kind of like curious. Like, hey.
He says nothing. He's just rereading the transcript again. from the start, he's going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Any discrepancies, anything wrong. And then he starts to think, who did I let touch Hypnolis for even a moment? Where I willingly gave it to them and let them look it over.
You begin to peel back the curtains of fog that have been layered over your mind in the process of necromancy. You begin to try to remember every moment. There were really only about maybe almost 2 weeks, a week and a half roughly, between the time that you fetched this weapon and when you used it. And a lot of that time is very fuzzy to you. Fuzzier even more than a lot of your other memories. You seem to remember things leading up to that span of time better than the time that you had it. In fact, even to the point that it almost feels jarring. It feels conspicuous how little you remember from the moment that you were handed this weapon to the moment that you woke up. Give me a will save. Give me a will save to try to dig.
Would you consider this an effect that specifically affects undead?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Then this is at a +4, which is already in here.
Okay. That is very, very good.
It's a crit success, if it's a success.
Okay. A critical success is very good. I want to give you options. I'm trying to think of what these options should be real quick. I'm, on a critical success, going to let you choose 2 of the following 3 options. Would you like memories of initially receiving this artifact, the week and a half that followed as you were getting ready for the battle, or the battle itself? These memories are only going to be hazy, and they're going to revolve around the artifact, not like all of the details. But would you like to know things about the artifact during which 2 parts of that time span would you like? When you very first got
when I
it,
received it,
when you
week
received
before
it.
using it.
Yeah, essentially the very first bit where you got it, where you were talking to Argumentavex and he gave it to you, allegedly. The end, when you used it on your father, or everything in between, the middle parts where you were getting ready for that final battle.
I think everything in between.
Okay.
And when I first got it.
Fascinating. Okay, excellent. All right. Let me go dig up some old notes, actually. This got skipped over the first opportunity, and now we get to do it.
His thought process is, what if Argumentavex told me someone else held it for a little bit, like his daughter? Like, oh, she was looking it over or identifying it.
Right.
That counts as a moment. And what if someone disarmed me during the fight on the way and I managed to get it back? Because in the last bit, it's only my father and I.
Okay. Sorry, it also booted me out of the game while I was looking at my notes, so I'm coming back in.
Oh no.
What's the long-legged guy's name again? I just did a doodle of him because it was funny. In the interim.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jaren?
Taryn. That's the one.
Taryn.
Okay, as I'm loading back in, you begin to reflect. You begin to search. You begin to, presumably, do whatever it is that Ethan does to focus his mind. And you begin to see hazy memories of a scene. In the scene, you are seated at a long table in a dark and spooky palace, or castle. One that you now recognize as belonging to Arguminivex. You are in the House of Arguminivex. You can see that there are several people that are seated around this table. There's Arguminivex himself, and in front of him, there is set a box, and in that box, the lid is open, and you can see that there is a beautiful weapon, Hypnolis, the asp coil. This very narrow, slender, flexible, chained sword. Gold all over, save for a pair of emeralds that make up the eyes of a snake on the hilt. You can see that you yourself are in this memory as you look down, although you are fleshy, you are living. You see that Mahis is there. You see that Narafi is there. Kari and Siddiqui are there. And Johari, still living, is there. Oh, I'm sorry, she was totally not living at this point. She was already long dead. She was a skeleton already. And one of them speaks up. Narafi, he'll come back. He has etched death and undeath into his bones. We have no reason to believe that killing him will stop him. If anything, it may even make him stronger. Across the table, Johari speaks up. Afraid of ghosts now, are we? We have the entire clergy of the Sands. If a spirit lingers, we can exorcise it. And it's at this point that you remember speaking up, Ethan. For how long? My father knows this dark art better than anyone that I know. I have seen his machinations. I have seen him pull the souls of the long dead from their slumber as easily as if they were a still wet corpse. You remember looking down at your own hands where scars line the inside of your wrists, necromantic operations having recently been done even on your own bones to make sure that you are blessed with this same curse. Death is but a doorway for this man. It is not simply that he has prepared himself for it, but that he sees little difference between life and death. If anything, he sees his own mortal body as a weakness. I have often wondered if he has even bothered to keep a heartbeat. Narafi chimes in again, picking up a little bit of white sand on the table, letting it sift between his fingers. All we accomplish by killing him is changing his physical form, or perhaps removing it entirely. Johari is right. We may only make him stronger. At this point, Kari chimes in. So what then? If we can't kill him, how do we stop him? And it's at this point that you remember going over to the box and looking at this weapon. And with a certain amount of trepidation, like you realize that even touching this blade is a commitment, you say, we don't. We change him. Your hand touches the hilt and your memory instantly ends. When you come back to, you can see that Ruko's still looking at you. Everything is quiet, the crickets are chirping, the wind blows in from over the cliffs from the sea. And it takes you a long time to eventually find a state of focus and of relaxation again that lets you begin to peer through your memories of Hypnolis, of this artifact, in the week and a half that followed as you prepared for this final confrontation. And the memories are scant and few. You remember taking it back to a tent, camped in the desert, a nomadic, moving little camp that chases down Delamhuerzo, and any other points of military interest that are necessary to defend as you prepare for this final campaign. And one of the very first things that you do is you put this thing into a box. You put that box into a safe. You ward that safe with every spell that is available to Johari and your best advisors and court mages. And then you sit down next to that box and simply linger. There are very few other memories until the day of the battle where you undo all of these wards, checking them to make sure that they've not been tampered, drawing the blade back into your own hand, That's it. And your memories are so sparse during this period of time that it's hard to know for sure, but the vibe that you get is that you sat down and stayed there for a week and a half and did not leave this box until it was time to use this artifact. On a critical success, there is always room for subterfuge. There's room for something bizarre to have happened. But to the best of your knowledge and the best of your memories, nobody touched this blade except for you.
Not even momentarily.
Your earlier thoughts are still true. It's possible that Severalex moved things around, or even one of the butlers or the skeletons as they were rearranging things in Argumenvex's treasury. You know that he got this from somewhere and he forgets where, so a previous owner could have touched it. There is a mountain of possibilities for who this could be. But the lingering possibility in your mind is what happened in that final battle.
I think he tries to remember toward the end the fight between his father, but the memory is too painful for him to focus on.
Yeah.
And that's why he doesn't pull anything from it. And the fire in his eye is just dim. And he looks skyward. And inside, he asks, Chakra, I think?
Yeah. The goddess of Tabaxi.
Yeah.
Or Catfolk, I should say.
Yeah, Catfolk. Which was his kind of like deity before the whole dead thing happened.
Yeah.
Is Athens been praying to her since he woke up. And unlike when he was alive, he doesn't feel her watching or doesn't feel connected. He never had like a divine connection, but he, especially in Undeath, he felt closer to Jaw, but he doesn't know Jaw. Chakra was his mother's god. And I think he just asks, what did I do? What am I being punished for? I don't think he gets an answer in his head.
You stare up at the stars, pleading. You can give me a religion check.
At 22?
On a 22, there is no voice on the wind, there's no message from the stars, there's no supernatural divine sign from the heaven that tells you the answer to your question. You are left alone with your thoughts. Chakra is the god of the Catfolk. She is a creator god, she is a patron god, and like most patron gods, her domain is to bolster the growth and the security and the well-being of her living children. And that's not you anymore.
I think he just, in this fit of denial, tries to read harder, but it's harder to concentrate when you're really emotional. And it just seems to be words that he can't focus on, and ends up dropping the paper and just sitting and looking at the sky. He doesn't want to get involved with everyone else. He doesn't want to take away from their reunion. But he wants to know why he's even doing this.
This has all happened over the course of an hour or two. Trying to peer through your own memories is not a fast process. It takes meditation and quiet, probably even a little bit of deliberate distance between you and everyone else. I'll leave it up to Ruko whether he's been a part of this or if he gave you space, and that's also kind of your decision as well. Ethan, I don't know if it is easier or harder when he is nearby. But
I think Ruko comes near and he doesn't push him away. But, like, you know, he is distracted, and Ruko is a lot.
Yeah.
Ruko's also
Like-
exhausted.
Yeah, Athen, when he's not on a mission, makes an effort to be kind to Ruko and gentle with him.
Oh, good, you're vulnerable.
He is, when on a mission, he is all business, stern. He needs to get it done. Now that Lucian's not here, now that they're not in immediate danger, now that they have, like, oh, you know, they have a backup. They've got a T-Rex with them. They've got Amar here. They've got Asha and Malachi, who doesn't see the fight, but it's like, it's nice to have an older figure around. So I have Asha and Malachi. But they're not for him.
Ruko will come near the end of it, though. Or, you know, he'll notice you stargazing with intensity.
Yeah.
Alone in the darkness over there. Note that. Continue the reunion. Get back to it, and then he'll actually go and join. And sorry, yes, Ruko is Ruko, but but things are different right now. It's not panic mode. It's something good happened. So he comes up with a. I feel like as you were thinking and you registered that he was there, but he didn't say anything. He just sat down and like started fiddling with something in the grass, like he's working on something. He's like got a little stick and he's whittling some pieces off of it and making a little bundle, a little nest, like he's gonna do a fire starter thing. And he's just kind of working on that in the meantime. And then eventually you'll hear like a little, like flint thing and see little sparks, little tiny sparks. He's like trying to get it to light. But that absorbs his attention because his attention is absorbable.
You do know.
Is he making a second fire?
You'll see.
You do notice that towards the end of all of this, there is a point where Ethan just drops these papers that he's been reading. And they scatter to the ground.
He looks at him.
Yeah, he looks.
Looks at Ethan.
Do you actually like read them, or are you just kind of eyeing them for now?
He's reading Ethan more so than words. He's just trying to, whatever impression this has left on him, he's trying to see that one first. Because I don't know. I'm a little worried.
Even with just a quick glance, on a very lucky glance, you see that the page it landed on is the last question. And you can see that this is the transcript of a divination where somebody asked, did the Desolate King, was his whole life a lie? Did he betray his family? Did he order the assassination of his own wife and children? And the answer is yes. And it probably becomes clear what has got Ethan so upset.
Yeah. Do you have could you give me a DC 17 insight? Because my passive deception is 17.
DC 17 insight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Sorry, I'm trying to light a fire here. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Is insight a real roll? Hold on. Perception?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a perception,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Forgot what it's called here.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about merging it all into one. I do think that in 5e, perception
It
and
makes
insight
sense.
are such important skills that they're almost mandatory picks, so I like them being separate for that.
Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
that's a crit. It's he's not good.
Nathan's not good. He's not doing right.
The vibes are garbage. The vibes are more than, and the garbage is on fire.
I could tell by the slant of your cheekbones that you're in some deep shit.
I think if his body had the biological ability to, he'd be weeping. And it's only his attention to this whole undead body and taking advantage of the fact that it doesn't have the biological functions that he is keeping a posture that's just upset and not openly having a tantrum.
Ruko pauses with his flint for a moment. There's little sparks in the tiny bundle he's made. But he lets it go. He's like, "Hey, Ethan? Are you okay?"
Yeah. Mission success.
Listens to the wind in the ocean for a second. Yeah. Never feels that way, does it?
It doesn't.
But no. And the story keeps going. It always does. It changes. It's you get success, and then it's like, well, there's chapters beyond. Sorry for my nervous thing earlier. I'm glad now that we're here, and thank you for helping, because you're a wonderful solid rock when I'm freaking out.
It's costume worthy.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm sorry if I'm stern.
No, it's okay. I'm used to, well, yeah. He tilts his head toward the people behind him, probably referring to his dad and whatnot. I'm used to that.
But you shouldn't be.
Hey, I mean, if a river has no rocks, it just starts winding with no direction, no?
I think it would go wherever river wants to go.
Yeah, still needs direction, I guess. But you gave me some of that, so thank you. Jeez, I don't know. Do you I don't. I'm so exhausted now, but I had this idea. And he looks down the little bundle in his hands with a flint. He strikes it again. He's trying to get it to light. Well, I could make like a little cabin, and we can just be safe for the night.
Little cabin?
Brief moment. Yeah, it's a good spell. And I felt like it was important that you get to light the hearth for the first time we build it. No? I think, you're like the foundation.
Me?
I'm sorry if it's weird, but yeah, you give direction when things are scary. And I'm so happy that you are here. So, you've done a lot of good for me. Because I'm kind of a little bitch. It's
His
true.
bones creak a little as he hasn't been really looking at you the entire time. Just sort of at the fire or at the sky. Deep in his mind. You say he's good for you, and he turns his head to face you.
He looks at you with I don't know, he just looks It is at that moment, I guess. Just kind of looking for what you want to say.
It looks like he's just studying you.
And he looks down at the little bundle he's trying to light. He hasn't struck it in a while, but he's gonna get it eventually. I just figured you like to make things, build things, or
Ruko, I don't know how to start a fire.
I can help.
I had people for that.
I want you to take the fire to it. Doesn't matter how it starts.
He nods.
You can bring it to a place that's more safe, and it's gonna be really good. We're gonna have I think there's these candy things that Sketch was talking about, or something, some kind of fruit. It's whatever, but I want you to start.
Ruko,
You're the foundation.
I don't think I'm the foundation, but
Well,
I'm happy to be a wall for you to lean on. I'm happy to be structure. I'm not stable enough to be foundation.
But
Not
you're
right
enough. Well, you're enough to be a fire, if you wish. I
now. Are you
mean,
hitting on me, Ruko?
no, you inspire
You know I can't tell when
courage to
people are
me.
hitting on me.
I'm not hitting on you, okay? He actually genuinely just can't control his laughing for a second. He's like, wait, no, wait, that's not what. Hold on, no,
Got you flustered. He's going to squat down and try to do the flint and steel thing.
You can give me a survival check. Or crafting. I'd allow crafting for this, but it feels more survival.
Really? Yeah, it feels like survival to me.
Certainly, you do have to do this for crafting too. It's going to be harder, but I'd allow it. No.
Why? Narafi made it look so easy.
Here, maybe I have some a little pinch of gunpowder and something that, like a little pop rocket sort of amount of gunpowder.
This is not how I do things. How what you see him do is he twirls out his little ring, the thing he threw at the branch earlier, and you see along its edge it glows red hot, and he strikes at the wood just enough to start a little spark.
Wait! Oh, he grabs your hand first. Wait! Just do it the simple way. This
is simple. It's simpler than me striking the wood.
Come on. Come on. I got a flint and steel. We could do it this way.
Oh, if we're using a tool, I have one that makes fire really easily. He wiggles the ring.
If that makes you happy, but I mean, kind of like the little. Okay.
Okay, you want the effort?
If you can,
this?
It can't explode, you see, because if we have to carry the bundle, it needs to be a little spark to nestle it and then carry it back. No, because otherwise it's going to be burnt as hell.
Yeah, I figured I would just hit the little bit of the end, then it would start smoldering, and you can blow on it.
Okay.
Because you have breath and I don't.
Well, if you want to rely on this ring of yours, well.
Do you want to rely on the flint and steel?
Kinda. He looks around. Kinda.
Then what's the point of this argument?
Oi, we're camping.
Yes, we are camping.
Moment. Yes, we do the rugged thing.
There's already a fire, Ruko.
I thought I could start the fire because you know who started the fire? He points at in the general direction of his brother. That guy. And of course he can start fire.
Now that's a guy who can start fires.
He could just squint at something or just snap his fingers and make a weird smile and things light on fire. He's a freaking bastard. Ugh.
I will tell you what. I will learn how to strike this flint on this steel until that thing catches fire, but I cannot blow on it.
That's what I've been doing. I'll blow on it.
Ruko, as you look over, Amar is struggling to light a fire.
What is the survival in lighting a fire?
Fucking rain, man.
Do you guys need help?
Yeah, this rain, I swear I can normally do this. Oh yeah, sketch. You just everything lights up easy.
I point accusingly at like Sketch.
Asha kind of looks over to you, Sketch, and you just see this like big grin kind of go across her face. When she smiles, it's the weirdest thing. It's not necessarily that all of her teeth are crooked, but like just enough of them are. And there's something about them that is like, it's not fair to say that they're yellowed. They look like wood. She looks like she has wooden teeth.
Interesting. I mean, she's old. She could have wooden teeth.
She may have wooden teeth.
Yeah, she was the one who rode on the giant giraffe in Zulakara too, or whatever you want to call it.
Sir Chun is the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm not there to make
Oh,
bad
okay.
cultural decisions.
You are, though. You're right there.
No,
We're here. You see, when we would make a camp during the campaign, I would delegate people to set up tents. I would delegate someone to collect the water. I would delegate a watch. I would delegate someone to start the fire and collect food. And someone, I don't know why we're like he points at Sketch.
Yeah.
He makes fire so easily. Like, what's the point of this?
Because we're talking, it's just a fiddling thing, And plus,
You want to fiddle?
You play with. Oh, don't do this to me. This. Stop.
What
no,
means stop?
no.
I just asked a question.
Look. No, you play the stories and stuff. No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing, but in real life, it's closer to just what you're doing presently. You can.
Am I
if you wanna
pretending to be
camp-
really bad at making camp?
No. If you want to camp, you do it yourself. You do little tasks yourself, and you kind of just, I don't know. You don't have to, but it's kind of nice.
We have a different concept of nice.
Yeah. But having other people do it.
Your concept of nice seems to be failing at the task.
Yeah. Because then I can
My
have other
concept
people
of
have a
nice
good
is
time.
success.
Well, I guess I could say I delegate things too.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I let-
Could you delegate someone to make a fire? Not Amar. I think he's failing.
Nah, I was going somewhere deep with this, but I think that's mental illness, maybe.
It doesn't have to be deep.
Yeah, and no, it doesn't.
People aren't depths to plunge to find lights in. Sometimes people are just people, and people are broken.
Everyone has something. It never stops.
Yeah.
I could
It
see the
never
spirits.
stops.
I could see the spirits around, and they still. The thing that makes them spirits is what they had felt most in their life, or wish to fix, or wish to be, and sometimes, it's. I don't know. It's like they never go, and it never ends. The story keeps.
Is
going.
this hell, Ruko?
Yeah, probably.
Is this what hell is like? A story that never ends? I'm tired.
Well, maybe it's time to light the fire and rest for a bit. You can recover if you're tired that story's going too fast.
It's not going fast. My issue is if you say it's never gonna end, I don't think I can do this.
I want you here. I want you to. I don't know what you are. You are. You're reading something. Are you okay, or?
No, I'm not okay. I just read the transcript that my father had my family assassinated. My father, who I believed was a kind and loving man, who taught me how to walk, how to read, who held my hand when I was afraid, who told me I was special, even if I didn't know how to use swords, even if all I did was play at masks. My father, who said he would take me to see the world so I could be a better king than he was. This man Had my mother killed. Had my little brothers killed. Did everything he showed me, was everything he was a lie? Is everything I am a lie?
Ruko wipes his eyes.
Why am I here?
You know, you said you want to be. He taught you to be a better king. Maybe this wasn't his choice after all. In the end, why would he give you this knowledge?
Why?
Why have the gods
Exactly, I don't understand.
The world give you a second chance? This.
I think it's punishing me because I failed. Because he's still here, because I couldn't finish the job.
No, there's something more to do. And somehow things have conspired to keep you here, and I'm happier here, and I don't think I could be here without you here too, and them as well, and everyone else, and there's something destined. I don't know. I hate the concept. I hate all of it, but there's something good. Even him, he taught you to be a better king, to show you good things before it went horrible. I don't know. But I think there's a purpose. We're in the middle. I hope you do.
Your family loves you very much.
It's because it was from pain.
Just an observation.
Yeah, we're closer now, I think. Only beginning to explore that.
I know it. The way you are, people have been treating you like you're no good, that you're someone to be protected.
Too soft for the world.
Nuts. Your softness is not a weakness. You're not a liability. I think you're needed.
Well, that's my vulnerability. Your stalwartness, your hardness, your focus. It is an asset for you, but I know it probably comes from pain.
When I'm focused, actually, it doesn't hurt. Because I have something to think about. I have a goal. I have a line. I can focus. But when it's like this, I don't know what to do. I have to sit with my thoughts, to sit with my feelings. I have to sit with the truth, and he looks down at this paper.
I do something like that too, but then I feel what other people feel, and I ignore myself until it's all gone, and then I just anything to.
Was that it? Was I thinking too loud?
No, you're making me think too loud. I think this is good. This is terrible, but good. What? He looks at the paper.
No, Ruko, I don't even know your favorite color.
I like clear blue. Nice. Bright
like the sky?
Yeah. Or like very clear water from a spring with this limestone beneath. Gives that nice blue, unreal color. I love that. Oh, and he grabs his little like beads around his shirt collar and his necklace. Like this one. It's almost turquoise, but more blue.
Oh,
Yeah. It was the color
makes
of my
sense.
mom's eyes. It was always comforting.
Ah, okay, I see it now.
And also, it tells you where you can find very explosive minerals.
Practical too. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I should show you sometime. You?
I've always liked. Well, I want to say gold, but those were like the colors of our kingdom. They weren't really my favorite. I was very fond of green. The first time I was taken somewhere with plants, when they moved us from this fort, because I was born in the fort, because my father was very frightened that people would try and kill me or his wife in labor. He took me to a fort. I was born there, rather. I was raised there, and then when convinced that no one was going to try and kill me, took us back to Del Muerto and my mother's garden, and I saw green for the first time. I saw other colors too, but everything was green. It was like a different world.
See, that's the time I'm curious. Like, it seems like you said, he was good for a time before.
I can't even. I don't know. I don't know anymore. His actions said one thing. And Jaw says the other. I looked for discrepancies. I looked for how this could be a lie. Maybe it's fresh. Maybe I'll see something different when I read it again tomorrow or a week from now. But right now, I don't know how to feel. I think I'm just upset. Betrayed. Denial.
Yeah. Well, there was good in there at some time. I can see that your impulse is not to be evil, of course. And, the story never ends, never black and white. There could have been a time where he knew that something would click into gear. And the Spirit Weavers, if I got long acting prophecies or a pact that would be 100 years and fair and so, and then 20 plus and blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had something bound to him, and he prepared you with all the goodness in him before inevitably something had to happen. I don't know. I don't think this story is over or written. I think it's... You have to be yourself, and you're finding it now. Are you? To me, I don't know. I'm very happy to have met you, and I don't know. It just... I am sorry you had to be here.
Come here. You don't have to keep saying you're happy I'm here. I got that.
I know, but
Yeah,
it's...
you just gotta put a hand on the shoulder.
I wanted to land on you. And he gives you a very
It
light
did.
punch on the shoulder. But you have to...
You've
I
injured
can't-
me.
tell because you look at me with those eyes, and he does like an owl face.
Athens'
like an
arm
idiot.
falls off.
Oh,
I'm injured.
As the two of you lean against each other, and as things start to go.
Can't believe you've done this.
Ruko actually laughs at that. He's like, no, wait, stop doing that stupid stuff. He tries to plug it back in. Like,
It's backwards. What have you done?
No, it's right. I think it's correct. Stop. Come on, we have to start a fire. Okay.
But do we have to start?
Come back. We can go back to the group.
I tried to start a fire and you refused. You said it was wrong.
Okay, well, we could get a bigger bundle. We can make it explode. Whatever you want to do.
Meanwhile, you see that Sketch and Foster are sitting next to a glorious fire that Sketch has started.
That one's pretty big.
As you guys kind of playfully wrap that up and lean against each other, Ruko, can I get a diplomacy check from you?
Why?
Who knows, man? It's a mystery to science. Wonderful. Excellent. As things start to wind down for the night, you guys set up your cozy cabin. Some people elect to stay in tents and take watches outside. Foster and Sketch, do you guys do anything before bed, or do you settle in?
I pass around pillows.
I don't think I have anything in particular. Wow, I got the wrong twin name. Sketch.
Wow.
I did it once.
You did it.
I did it. Sketch lets Disfamiliar play around in the fire. I'm assuming it's still doing the shifting thing, so it can just...
You see he kind of like waddles over to the fire and hops in, and the little bits of red light pour out from under his leaf plates, like he's glowing on the inside, like a molten internal roly-poly sort of deal. And he comes out, and everywhere that he steps leaves behind like a charred footprint on the grass.
Thank you. Just don't catch any like big things on fire. I would really hate for you to start a wildfire because you're walking around.
He trills around and interprets this as permission to set little things on fire, and so he goes and finds a weed that has grown to a foot tall and wraps himself around it until it catches on fire.
Oh, he's cute.
He's got quite a lot of energy.
Yeah, I think he's getting some from the fire itself. I don't really know how he works exactly.
Well, he's cute as fuck.
Thanks, I think so too. I also think Ildwood's really cute. Without having, be on fire.
I appreciate that. She does seem to do better not on fire.
Yeah, I imagine.
So Ruko and Athen, I kind of ship it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I could see it. He needs that, older man, I think.
A good boning.
Hey.
Ayo.
Ooh.
It's been a long couple of days. Are you holding up okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. The maddening's gone. I can go get my mom, so yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It's weird being near Applebend. I actually might be getting Applebend mixed up with a different place thinking about it, so never mind.
You got it right. Applebend is the capital of the Hiddlens. You're in the right country.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I'm glad to hear about your mom, though.
Yeah. I hope we can get to her in time, but I think we should. We're on schedule to.
Yeah, we will.
How about you, though? Are you doing okay?
I'm good. I'm good. All the Cyril and stuff is a lot to process, but I'm good. I'm genuinely good. I think we're doing good stuff here.
Yeah, I think so too. We're doing good things, and it's nice to do good things.
It is nice to do good things.
You guys all eventually kind of settle in for the night. Make camp.
What?
Settle in.
In the house?
Yeah, some of you can be in the house. I assume most of you are in the house, unless some people specifically want to be outside.
Am I stuck in here? I can't leave?
I think that's true. Other creatures can freely enter and exit, but if you exit, the spell ends. Yeah, so you're
okay.
stuck.
I gotta stay in the hut. Yeah. I'm in the hut.
You're in the hut.
Definitely in the hut.
Hut baby.
Yeah. Where's the terrifying wolf? He's back away.
They took him to Regalwater. He's presumably, and I assume that if Ethan doesn't fill everybody in, then Amar and Luther and Malachi will. They are going to keep him in the tree. I did not like this. Normally we do not let people into the tree until they've been ordained spirit weavers, and he will never be ordained spirit weaver. But it is secure from scrying, so I understand the necessity of the scenario. But it gets me bad taste in my mouth. I don't like letting outsiders in there.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, even if it's uncomfortable, I guess. It still sucks, but...
Asha, at this point, does also look over to Fruko. On that note, I understand that you've not been ordained as Spirit Weaver? I don't... Why? Why have you not been... You just captured Lucian Remus. You should not be an acolyte at this point. You should be among the upper echelon. And at this point, Malachi starts to, say something, and she raises a finger. You shut your mouth. Your boy is one of our best.
All right. Ruko does that little cartoon, hook his wrist down. He does a little elbow thing, because I'm weird.
Amar's kind of nodding along, yeah, it is time for this. And he actually will say, yeah, I was kind of pitching this after the lighthouse. I kind of thought that maybe it was time. And Malachi... It
was all an accident.
Malachi starts to open his mouth again, and Asha's she actually puts a finger on his mouth. Says, no, shush. I get it, I understand, but it's time. Your boy's not a boy anymore. He's a man. He's a spirit weaver. He's casting spells that I didn't know he could do.
It's a cat gag face.
He eventually kind of grabs Asha's wrist and puts it on the table, not, dangerously, but with a little bit of force behind it. And he says, I was going to say that I thought maybe actually it was a good idea. And he looks up at you.
Oh. My instinct is to run away.
And Asha says, well, that's that. When we get to Regalwater, we'll make sure that you are given the proper ceremony. And then you can stay inside the tree.
It has to be proper? Everyone
Nothing that we do is
standing there
proper.
awkwardly?
It's going to be as proper as the blood bath.
Oh, wait, so it'll be fun?
Official. Let's just look. The official's the word we're looking for.
Well, if it's fun, can it be treats or something? Or
you can see inside the tree for the first time.
Oh yeah, that one's for me. But if it's the people have to gather for this occasion, you have to make it worth it. No?
Yeah, everybody will be there. Most of them are going to be dead tired. These people have not had proper sleep in years. But
oh no, we can wait until they slept, right?
Well, I don't know about that actually. We have a
Is
lot.
it so important?
It might be. So you see, inside the tree there is a garden, an old growth, and she does. It's hard to say how she knows this, whether it's instinctual or something else. When she mentions that inside the tree is an old growth, she looks at Foster like it's obvious. And then she looks back, and inside this particular growth, there is a pool of seeing. It is a place where I sometimes do a ritual that helps me commune with the spirits of nature, or to commune even with the spirits of all of humanity, all of people, and learn things. And we have a lot that we need to learn. And I only have so much mana in these old creaky bones, and I think you might be ready to do it yourself. So, if you would like, I'd like to show you the waters of seeing, and maybe we can do a little divination to learn more about everything that's going on. But you can't do that until you've been properly inducted.
Okay, that sounds really cool, but about old creaky bones and a bunch of mana. He puts thumbs toward Foster. Check out this guy out. He's pretty cool. Oh, you should also this guy over here. He points toward Ethan. You can figure it out.
Yes, you've been consorting with a lot of undead. I suppose that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
Also an accident, but they're cool.
You have a lot of accident.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck I am right now, actually.
He's a...
Sorry, language.
He's a keeper, though, is he not? And she motions over to Foster.
He's a what?
Keeper. Keeper of the Grove.
Foster? Foster. Rico's whispering from a distance ineffectually, but you can see him doing it.
Yep. Yes. I can hear you.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
This one has questions. She's fun.
I'll be right there.
Hobbles over, or motions you over, either way works. You're a keeper of the groves. How long have you been
What
doing
now?
it? The old growth. You're a gardener. But not just a regular gardener, a gardener of the old growth. You tend to the sites of power.
I guess so. Well, not I guess so. Yeah, I'm new.
You see that she smiled. That's great news. I had feared, as all of this was starting with the maddening, that we might lose all of our keepers and things could go very, very poorly if that happened. But it seems that nature has a way of regrowing where it needs to regrow. And at that point, she kind of looks over to Yieldwood. We'll try to get you up to speed. There's a lot to learn.
It sounds like it. I would very much appreciate the guidance. I don't really know what I'm doing.
When we get back to Regalwater, I'll make sure to sit you down with some of our other gardeners, the ones that have time to rest up and get their senses about them. You have an important role to fill, and it may be about to become easier. You'll have some help and some backup and some explanation. But the balance of our world and the Feywild and the Echo Fey are all at risk. This is something we can deal with tomorrow, but it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Asha.
It's wonderful to meet you, Asha Foster.
You guys all kind of settled in for the night. Everybody can mark down that they get the rest. You guys can have your spell slots back and everything. Ethan, you don't sleep, and therefore you don't dream, but there is a point overnight as you are kind of just getting lost in thought, perhaps trying to dig up more memories again, or perhaps trying not to, perhaps trying to shove things down.
Absolutely trying to think of memories and stuff.
Give me a will save.
Oh boy. Does this have the +4 or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Good sweet.
There is a point as you are trying to recall memories where you see something skittering out of the corner of your eye that you haven't seen in quite some time. And when you look over in that direction, you see once again strange little hieroglyph, a couple inches tall, but animated, like a creature that is etched onto the surface of this tree stump. And it seems to just kind of watch you, and though it has very few features, there's just a presence about it that feels like it's worried about you. Like it's not for your immediate safety. You don't get the vibe that you're in danger. It's as if it can peer into your heart and it can see that you are aching, and it wishes that it could reach beyond these two dimensions and touch yours. And as it lingers, and as you kind of do whatever the undead do, instead of blinking a few times to make sure that you're not just seeing things, and it is still there, it's at that point that some memories flood back to you. You remember being a boy and being on the road with your father to travel to talk to merchants along the western coast, the western border, with some traders at Zulakara. And at camp at night, he would occasionally draw. And one of the things that he always loved to draw was his wife, your mother, Desdemona. And he would show you the drawings. There was nothing weird about them, and you were aware that he did this. It was kind of just his ritual. He did it, and he said that it was because he loved her, and he missed her, and he wanted to see her face again. And that would happen from time to time. But then you're presented with another memory from much later in life. After everything happened, after the assassination, after she was killed, after all of your brothers and sisters were killed, after your father was beginning to show signs of slipping, after he has started having these secret meetings and disappearing for weeks at a time and coming back looking haggard and stern, with the look of somebody who's been orchestrating war. And he would sit by the fire and he would draw pictures of your mother. And you can't help but wonder, who was that for if he didn't love her? Is that love, or is it just part of being a good actor? And it's up to you what you make of it, but you know that he continued to draw her long after she died.
I think I take off the masquerade scarf and I just run the thumb along its fabric. This has sort of been my mask for a while. I know what it's like to be an actor. I know what it's like to be a method actor. Even I don't method act when I'm all on my own. When there's no one watching. And I think it's even more confusing. Is the hieroglyph still there?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can approach it.
As you do, it is aware of you. It seems to almost reach a hand in your direction, but it can't because that is not the Z-axis. It doesn't have one to work on, but it looks at you.
I'm going to kind of sit on the ground near it. I'm going to take my notebook and some charcoal. And looking at the hieroglyph, I'm just going to draw it. I've never really been a good artist. It wasn't my vocation. But I just... Yeah. Just sort of... There's something familiar about it.
It occurs to you that your father wasn't a great artist either. And that maybe one of the advantages of hieroglyphs is that they're not particularly hard to draw. A 12 is good enough to get the idea across. It could be better, but it could be worse. And as you draw it, you see that this hieroglyph kind of points as best as it can without being able to point along the Z-axis to the paper. And then you see that it holds both of its hands up and brings them together palm to palm.
He closes the book?
She shakes her head. She raises both of her hands over her head, palms together, and then brings them together so her palms are touching. And then she points to her side, to a spot on the rock right next to her. Or on that tree stump.
Oh, spaghetti.
He puts the, opens the page and puts it on the rock
You watch
next
as
to her.
the hieroglyph kind of steps under it. And when you pull the book back, the hieroglyph is in the paper.
He smiles. He's going to observe the hieroglyph for a bit, but then he's going to draw some more.
What do you draw?
He draws his little brothers, sort of like hieroglyphs.
You give me another crafting check.
Oh boy, let's see. Oh, that's the party loot. That's the transcript. Don't have a reference for this one.
It's not great. It's not amazing. And you see, actually, this hieroglyph goes over to it and, like, puts its hands on its hips. But then it reaches down towards one of these awful limbs that you've drawn and grabs the line that you drew and pulls it free and wields it like a stick. Like she can move the things that you've drawn. And she runs over to an empty spot on the page, and she lays it down. And she goes back and breaks off another piece and runs it back and lays it down. And you realize, after the fourth or fifth piece, that she has made an A. And then she starts working on a C. And then she looks at you
nods.
and she is out of parts.
He nods, and he attempts to draw his father.
You begin just drawing more and more, and as quick as you can draw, she begins to take your drawings and break them apart and use them to build letters until eventually she has written out. Acerbus loved me.
I think he releases a breath that he has not been holding because he doesn't need it, but it's like it's not rote. What's this called? It's involuntary. Then he looks at the papers again, and he wonders, why did that diviner ask that question like that? With all those assumptions. Maybe that's the problem.
Give me an insight check.
And sure.
But also don't let me interrupt if you had more.
Yeah, focus on insight. 21.
21, the vibe that you get is that Diviner B had called him out for jumping to conclusions, and he got real snarky and wanted to, like, prove, like, oh no, I know exactly what happened, watch and see. And he just, like, spouted off a whole things. And maybe it was dumb luck, or maybe it was a good hunch, but he just happened to get it right.
Yeah. But there are parts of those that don't actually have to be a part of it. Like, having never loved Desdemona could be unrelated. And because there are so many parts of it, the only thing that Jock could actually answer was the question part.
Ooh.
It couldn't confirm or deny the other parts.
I'll give you a little more since you pointed out. On a 21, earlier in the transcript, he said something somewhat poignant. He was like, you can't really trust a necromancer to love their family. You get the sense that this guy may have specifically had beef with necromancers and was trying to prove a point that a necromancer doesn't really know how to love. A lich couldn't, the undead can't love.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if my love is real. But I know that the way Foster and Thalia, the way they held each other, and the tremor in their voices, that was love.
As soon as you read the words, you watch as the hieroglyph begins to fade. Whatever has sustained it, whatever brought it here in the first place, begins to falter, and you watch as the lines on paper begin to fade away, leaving behind just the words that she had written with your help.
I have my drawing of her still. And just for the rest of the night, while I'm low power mode, I try to make a little hieroglyph family portrait.
Hell yeah.
And I write the names: Desdemona, Khalid, Amir, Acerbus, and Athen.
Give me a d20. Wonderful.
A 4.
Perfect. Excellent. The night carries on. It gets a little bit cold overnight as the rain continues to drizzle down and the wind from the sea gets a little bit sharper. We have a hand raise from Foster. What's Foster up to?
Also, before I power down for the night, I'd like to go over to Athen. Probably after all of his hieroglyph scene. Athen?
Foster?
I was gonna take a walk over to the water. Would you want to come with me?
He looks over his shoulder at everyone. There's a cabin. There's a T-Rex. And he's just like, I'd like that.
Where are we?
Where are we, indeed? Just while we're walking on our way over, we haven't really talked since all this started. Sorry about that.
It's alright. There's really not much to talk about, I suppose. There's a lot that happened, but there's not really much to point out, I suppose.
I suppose, but well, I overheard bits and pieces of your conversation with Ruko. I'm sorry about your dad, Athen. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I'm sorry for what he did.
You don't have to be sorry about that. He raised a good man, so it'll all be worth it in the end, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then just kind of as we come up on the water, I know people in our situation, it can be kind of hard to feel things the way you want to feel them, or sometimes I think about it all and I don't know, there are just things that you can't do like this. I want to cry or spit or anything, and I can't. And Athen, would you like to scream at the world with me?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll turn to the water, just scream.
Hell yeah.
It's just uproarious screaming.
Foster, give me a diplomacy check, and Athen, give me a will save.
Oh god. Why is mine a will save?
Do I get undead
Sure.
empathy with this?
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't know what that does. Let me find out. I might be lying to you.
Ruko laughs at some oddly nighttime enthusiastic seagulls. He's like, funny bird.
Walk far away and hope no one hears us.
Oh, this truly does nothing except let me influence undead. Okay, scratch that.
You're undead if you're influencing it.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Natural 18.
For -2.
The two of you stare out over the sea and just scream into the void. The wind pushes back against you. The rain is pattering against every surface there is. The waves are crashing against the rock below. There's nowhere for your screams to go. They are muffled almost the minute that they leave your mouths. And Athen, you begin to experience the third set of memories with Hypnolis.
Oh my god.
As you scream, you're carried to a time when you screamed with real lungs, lungs that burned with flesh, lungs that needed wind in a way that was real instead of just acting the way that it is now, lungs that did it out of survival and not just habit, lungs that screamed because when you scream, you strike harder. When you scream, you fight better, and you begin to experience flashes of the fight against your father in this green lit room within the palace, wielding this golden blade. And though it is disjointed and fuzzy and focused more on the blade than on you or your father or any of the things that you said, you get a clear start to finish memory of the blade during that fight. And it never left your hand. It never got stuck. It never was, even for a moment, in anyone's possession but yours.
Not my father either, then. Did I do it? Was I the conspirator?
It occurs to you, you possessed it the whole time. In the fourth, one of the questions says that it was not in the possession of a co-conspirator. You were ruled out. It couldn't have been you. If Jaw's telling the truth and it was a critical success, so you know that it must be. The only way that it could be wrong is if Jaw is mistaken or if the question was malformed. There must be an error.
Yeah.
There must be a problem.
The answer, the question was it currently with a co-conspirator?
Let me double check. Let me reread it. The question number 5. Did Hypnolis end up in the possession of anyone who was a co-conspirator in the assassination of the Aldermorn family? And the answer was momentarily.
Yeah. I suppose, what's a moment to a god?
You do have a point, but the god is very aware of mortal time, and that's especially true for Jaw. He's an ascendant god. He was a person once. He knows what a human's perception of a moment is.
Right. Like, literally, it was just touched or held for a moment, a second, and dropped.
Something like that, yeah. And you have a very clear picture of this relic from the time you took it from Argumentavex to the time that you used it in the final battle and your memories end. You are the only person who possessed it. You possessed it for more than a moment. Whoever this co-conspirator was, they must have momentarily possessed it before you ever touched it. Which, that doesn't rule things out too much, but you can at least say it wasn't in the final battle. It wasn't you.
Was the sword possessed?
As far as you know,
the
sword
spirit entered.
It was not like
did something enter the sword for a moment and then leave it?
Quite possibly. Hard to say.
What was the final question? How was it worded?
Just a second. We're pulling it up.
It was worded like an asshole. Like an asshole asked the question.
Right.
The final question is kind of a two-parter. First one, did the Desolate King conspire with Cyrillin to orchestrate the assassination of House Aldermorn? And then the last one, was the Desolate King, who never loved Desdemona, plotting this current ongoing scheme with the obelisks the whole time, even before the assassination of House Aldermorn, all the way back to the destruction of House Vesper?
Okay, never mind. I thought I had a thought, but it's gone.
Fair.
Okay. What I get from this definitely is he was plotting this obelisk thing since before the destruction of House Vesper. Or back to the destruction of House Vesper.
It's been in the works for a long time then.
Yeah. That doesn't sound Cyrillin. That's the thing that I can't understand. As far as Cyrillin, towards the assassination of House Aldermorn.
While you're pondering, let's cut over to Sketch. We got a hand raised from Sketch. What's Sketch up to?
We're screaming.
Yeah, while they're screaming and once Ru goes free. Hey Ruko, can I talk to you about something?
Yes. Hello. Sorry.
You're good about being anxious about things and thinking ahead about that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was making tea actually. Do you want some?
Oh, let's have some tea. That sounds good.
Yeah. If I keep my hands busy, I'm so much better at listening. You do the same things, right? You I don't know.
Yeah, I like fiddling with things, putting things together.
Yeah. Well, the two of them took a walk, so it's kind of quiet. It's nice in here.
Not for long, it's not.
What a weird bird.
I don't know if that's a bird. That sounds like a lot of angry. Oh, I guess birds can be angry. There's a whole like, yeah.
Meanwhile,
like-
a very important emotional moment down on the beach.
Anyway, so you remember Argus, right? That guy. You met him briefly at the circus.
There is a profound amount of relief and intrigue in his eyes for a second. Yeah, I've been waiting to ask, but there's no good way to. Okay, explain. What?
You asked your question first, actually.
Okay. I knew there was some. Yeah, there's some stories happening, and I was very curious. I don't know if I was there for when you explained some things. So, hey, let's chat. Tea's almost ready. You want some? Oh, hey, sharing tea.
Oh, so you don't remember what happened about that situation at all?
Wait. Should I? Hold on.
It's okay if you don't.
In real life, should I? Oh, fuck.
We're talking about the what happened in Avarice, where you poisoned him.
Yes.
Was Ruko part of that mission? I honestly don't remember.
No, he wasn't.
Okay. I don't think Ruko knows what happened then. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I poisoned him in Avarice, so we were, we worked with him for a little bit, and then he, tried to run away, and I told everybody that I poisoned him.
Did you?
No, I gave him the potion instead of a poison. I felt bad because I didn't want to. I was gonna kill him, but then at the last, I don't know. I thought I'd give him one more chance, and I don't think it was a good idea. But I don't know how to tell people that I did that. I feel like I should. Because Fetch doesn't know.
Okay. After traveling with these folks, I see you've gathered the same message. They'll say that, that's a terrible idea. But I actually, you saw the White Wolf. We both know him. I still gave him the chance to be a captive, I guess, before killing.
You did.
I don't know. I think it's always good to have one chance. And if they do more evil with it, well, then you get to destroy them with extreme obliteration,
Yeah, no, I think we're on the same page at this point.
Well, what happened? Are you okay?
Well, I had this weird gift from Korik where I could basically tell if he was not lying to me, but if he broke our promise. And then he immediately broke the promise when he was, gone.
Oh.
So I'm sure he's. I mean, I'm not sure he is, but he probably is still doing a bunch of bad stuff.
Oh. Yeah. What was the promise?
Basically to never do anything to harm me or my friends again, or friends' family. And I'm not sure what he did, but he did something.
Oh, man. Hey, okay, I have mad respect for everything in Zulakara with the elemental magic and spirit weavings, but also, this is a prime situation where I could teach you a thing, where if they break your promises bad, their knees bend backwards or some horrible shit,
That would have been nice, yeah.
You see, we'll have more opportunities for this, but yeah, that's not good.
No, I gotta figure out something to do something, but can you not tell Fetch at least, or other people? I should do it, because...
I won't tell anyone, if you don't need him to, because he's not in our orbit, I guess, at the moment. But
Yeah.
why tell me now? Is there? Do you? I don't know.
I saw how you handled the White Wolf and thought it was kind of similar. I mean, I don't know your relationship is not quite the same, but we both
Yeah,
yeah. Just seems like you might
yeah,
understand a little.
yeah. He if he's free, well, then I done fucked up. But well, for the moment, it's the correct decision. I'm sure that when you were with him, this was that you were doing the right thing as far as we all knew. So I think it's okay. It's just his story goes on. We'll have to go and don't know. Maybe we'll go find him, then show him what for. I could teach you some new tricks in the meantime too, just in case. They're all kind of fucked up, but they are kind of entertaining.
Okay, fucked up and entertaining. That seems fitting, I guess.
I guess. Unless in Zulakara they do something like, I don't know, like frozen then inflaming or something? Like what, elemental? What do you do? Jeez.
Honestly, there's a lot of stuff related to blood in the body. I guess technically I could like eat his heart or something, but that seems excessive.
Oh, fuck, that's weird. I like it. What? What? Okay, I have to talk to you a little more about this crazy stuff. Not crazy, crazy good way, you know? I like it.
Yeah. Petra's always a little more into Quirk than I was. I mean, I love Quirk, but you know. Anyway,
Hey, but,
thanks. Yeah, I just
hey, wait, but are
it's
you
been
okay?
eating at me a while, so I just wanted to talk to someone about it. And
Hey, the tea's ready now. So he pours little dainty cups and they're blazing hot. So he's like, okay, guess that's hot. But are you all right? Like, I know everything's moving fast. We've been traveling, and it just, oh, sheesh. We always have fun though.
we do.
I just don't think there's a chance to like figure out things. You know, I don't talk about me too often. Like me, this thing. I don't know. Are you good now, or are things better, or?
I think things are better. Taryn, we're not anything serious, but it was just nice to, I don't know, break away from him a little bit. So I've been doing all right. I mean, the tall guy back at.
Oh my god! I've been wishing to gossip about this for so long. Oh my god! Look at him. He's so easy. My goodness. Sorry. He's. Look at him.
No. I know. I've looked at him a lot. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta go look at him. You know. Sorry. I'm.
No. You're not wrong.
He pours his own cup of tea, but I do want to know because it's if you can share or if whatever's you know.
Yeah, sure.
I can't help it.
I am definitely the type to kiss and tell him. That's yeah.
He's lanky. Look at him. He's like way up there. That was wonderful. I had such a good time. The whole festival and everything. Oh my! Even half the night that I sent him on his way, he had a good time, and then Foster and all of it. Oh, he was I was so happy. I was so happy. I'm glad.
Me too. It was a good time. Good. I needed that.
So is he like does a hand gesture for sizing?
As you guys
Was he
to
leggies just as long as
gossip about boys. We will.
Oh no, we're back.
We'll flash to the morning unless Foster and Nathan have anything back out of the cliffside.
I'm just
I
so
don't.
happy. Like, wow, I needed that. I never knew.
Sometimes you just gotta scream at the ocean, man.
Sometimes you gotta scream. I'm glad that it helped.
Foster, can
Nathan,
I hug?
It would be my absolute privilege.
I just give him a big old bro hug.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for
I don't
screaming
know.
at me, bro.
Anytime.
Just xylophone noises.
Yeah, the ribcage just gets
Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, clack, clack, clack.
You guys all wake up in the morning feeling rested with all your spell slots back. You presumably, after a quick breakfast, teleport over to Regal Water. From there, we'll probably do our regroup session next, but there is still some unfinished stuff here. I think that Tech should be present for interrogating Lucian, so we might do that as one of our downtime things. When we have Drake back. Ruko, they go through a ceremony. We can either play this out or fast forward. It's kind of up to you. We'll have to not do it tonight, whichever one we decide though. But you're inducted not just as you've always been kind of, a spirit weaver, but they induct you into like this circle of spirit weavers. You are essentially on par with Amar. You just captured Lucian Remus. You got promoted very quickly many times. You were inducted and then immediately promoted. And they allow you to see inside the Great Tree of Regal Water. And within Foster, they allow you to bring in your companions if you would like as well. Foster, you find that there is a beautiful verdant old growth here that has been very well maintained. They are going to kind of walk you through some of the basics of what it means. They will explain anything that you haven't already pieced together about the importance of the old growth and the way that it connects this plane, the Feywild, and the Echo Fey. And again, we'll do that in another session just because it's kind of a longer thing that we don't have time for tonight. Ruko, Asha will work with you to do a couple of divination rituals if you would like. And that's another thing that we can save for the regroup session because I imagine you might all have things that you want to divine. But essentially, you have access to the communal memories ritual as long as you have access to these waters, which allows you to essentially ask for a story about anything in the world, and the more people know about it, the better the story you get. So you can get information about almost any topic from here, and it doesn't have to be limited to like a yes or no. You can get stories from the water here. Yeah, it might actually just be Ruko and Foster. I don't know if they'll let everyone else in here. It might just be Ruko and Foster. I'm double thinking my thing. They might not let you guys in here.
Were we not a Spirit Weaver?
Were we not in here when we were interrogating like the Jock?
That's what I thought. We're in like the first chamber.
Maybe. I scrubbed through the video to see if I saw this map and I didn't, but I might be misremembering.
Yeah, we didn't go in this map, but we did interrogate the Jock, and I assume he was in here. Because they took us to this tree.
I seem to remember the Drajak, you had him like literally in front of the tree out by the water.
Oh, we were interrogating him outside of the tree?
I think so, but I'll double check. I
thought there was some map thing. Because there was like an inner corridor first before the secret shit. I don't know.
Oh, that is true. There is like a little room in the tree outside. So that might be what we're thinking of.
That might be where, we didn't allow it inside.
Yeah.
Look at this dinosaur.
We're allowed in the hallway.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Look at his little
Look
scarf.
at that chicken. He's a chicken.
A crazy little chicken.
The last thing is, you guys
hate
have
me.
a ton of loot. You guys have so much loot. And we'll get that all tallied up so you guys can spend it when you get back.
Hot.
But yeah, next week, I believe that the Tesseract group is going to be wrapping up their mission, and then we will do regroup and figure out where you
For your preparation,
yes,
Athens is going to request a new divination with his questions.
Hell yeah, rad. If you want to prep those questions, I'll get some prepped. Although I guess it's just yes and no's. I can answer that as we go, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll send you questions when I have them.
Perfect. Okay. With that, this is where we will wrap.
Yep. And also, just look at Terran. He's like twice. He's like just between the dinosaur and regular people. So like, come on, leggy long. I mean,
I'm just saying. Look at that.
Oh my God, that's a perfect height. Where am I? Wait, I must compare. Look at him. He's perfect. I'm somewhere around here. Let's make Amar do it. Enjoy.
Eastward of Eden, where the clouds meet the dirt, we left our poor mother and seeded the earth. Gates, they were shuttered, the latches were locked. Oh, eastward of Eden, where men become gods. Though our people, we toiled as one, the fruits of our labors thrived under the sun. Our children, they spread to outnumber the stars. So eastward of Eden, where day turns to dark. Watered our forests with fire and flood, and fed our own egos with our brothers' blood. We starved every ocean till they ate up our shores. Oh, eastward of Eden, where we always want more. Our towers, they rose up and set with the sun. Our servants, they burned us with fiery tongue. We run our wings of metal, surprised when we fell. Eastward of Eden, where heavens are hell. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all Eastward of Eden, where the dust meets the dirt, we murdered our mother and strangled the earth. Forgive us, oh mama, whose face we forgot. Oh, eastward of Eden, where men become gods. Eastward of Eden, where men